Hello, my fair citizens. My name is Strider Stone, and just before our little unplanned break, I was able to have a town hall session with Emmaskyeward, who's awesome, by the way. All of our socials will be in the description below if you're on YouTube, or if you're listening on any of the major podcast platforms, any of them, then it'll all be in the details. Make sure that you subscribe to the podcast, the YouTube, or both, and then let me know exactly who you want to see on the next town hall. Stay salty and enjoy the show. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the town hall. This is the Sodium City Town Hall, and I'm greeted with Emma. Hello, how are you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing great. I'm excited to be here.
I know. I have actually, you're one of the few creators that I have not been able to ever get in contact with. Not really get in contact with. I've just never reached out, I guess.
I can be notoriously overbooked, so I feel it. But I'm happy that we made a time. So. For
sure. What are you so overbooked with?
Well, I mean, I work a full-time job, and then on top of, that 40 hours a week, I do content for an additional 25, 30 hours a week, and then collaboration content on top of that. So. Yeah. Do you have any collabs coming up that you can leak? Dun dun dun. I have a really exciting collab coming up, but I can't actually leak it yet. But I'm traveling to do it. And I'm really excited.
You're traveling? Oh.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Are you traveling? I don't know where you live. Are you going cross country?
No, I live in Northern California. I'm traveling to Southern California, so not that far.
Ooh.
But.
Okay, what's in SoCal?
Yeah, I know.
I gotta find out what's in SoCal. I know. I was like, what's happening? Are you going to TwitchCon this year? That's going to be in SoCal. Is it happening this year?
I don't know yet, but I'm hoping to go if it does happen. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'll definitely be going. There's a bunch of people that are going, so that'll be exciting. Hopefully it happens.
Fingers crossed. I've gone every year that it's happened since it was in San Jose.
Really?
And then they moved it to San Diego.
Oh my God.
And then it canceled, but it's okay.
Been every year? How many years have they done it?
I've been every year. I think that they've done it, which is 4 or 5 now, I think. Oh, wow. So.
Is there a trend? Has it gotten better, worse, stayed the same? Does it meet your expectations every time?
I mean, I liked it better when it was in San Jose because I could drive there every day from my apartment compared to San Diego, but that's okay. That's just my preference.
That's fair. Yeah, because you never have to get a hotel at that point.
Yeah.
That would be so much nicer.
Yeah.
Be so much nicer. Yeah, I'm in Arizona, so I would have to drive there too, regardless.
Yeah.
But it's better. It's better than having to go to the East Coast or whatever. Wasn't there something on the East Coast recently? Was it PAX East? Did that happen?
PAX East. I actually think KatsuCon is happening this weekend or next weekend, but that's more like cosplayers and anime than gaming and Twitch and stuff. So.
Yeah. You're definitely a cosplayer though, right?
I actually started streaming through cosplay. So I did cosplay really, really seriously for many years. And that's how I came to Twitch. And now I don't do cosplay very much anymore. I actually decided it was too stressful for me. So I stopped.
It's just because the deadlines or what?
I am an extreme perfectionist in pretty much everything. And the problem is that when game designers and developers make characters, obviously they don't think about like how fabric works, because that's not something you need to think about. But as a cosplayer, it is very frustrating when fabric doesn't work the same way as 3D modeling. And I just got...
Yes.
I spent a couple of days, this is a true story, with every surface in my apartment covered in cosplay materials, and me in my bathtub crying because it was the only place not covered in cosplay stuff. And I was like, I gotta stop. I have to stop doing this.
Wow.
So I'm if I'm gonna cosplay, I'm gonna buy it.
Jeez. Oh my gosh. That sounds terrible. That sounds horrible.
It's just who I am as
So
a person.
you had to have been at like the upper echelon, because that doesn't happen. Most people aren't to that level. A lot of people are, relatively casual, or they're kind of serious, but that's the highest level. So you were competing, I assume?
I was competing, and I just set myself to a really high standard in a lot of things that I do, an unnecessarily high standard, and it just wound up being really hard for me.
Gotcha. So what are you putting all your time investment into now? Like, do you have a dedicated, extremely, like, this is where I focus on, I love this hobby? What makes you tick?
So outside of producing content and working, there's really not a whole lot of that, like, free time to go around. So my stream and my card gaming content, I guess, also has to be my hobby, because that's what most of my time outside of my job goes into.
Yeah.
And, recently I've picked up a couple games outside of MTG that I've been really enjoying getting into. And, even though I also make content of them, I've just found myself to be really hype about it. So that's exciting, at least, just branching out a little bit.
What are the games?
I recently got into Yu-Gi-Oh! With the release of Master Duel, so that was really fun. And I've started playing Flesh and Blood as well. A couple of friends of mine in real life play. It's a lot of fun.
I hear it's really good.
It is really good. And the prize support this year is huge. So I'm hoping I could, I think it's like $1 million prize support. So that's big.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. So are you going to just have your apartment covered with with bloody cards everywhere? You're gonna have paper cuts everywhere testing decks?
It might be. I'm ordering a Flesh and Blood deck this week, and I have some Yu-Gi-Oh! Coming in the mail. It's going to be...
Oh, no.
I'm hoping not as bad as the Cosplay.
It's so expensive. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's fine. It's okay. I promise.
Is it? Or are you just saying it's fine?
I'm excited, so I think it's fine.
Okay. All right. As long as there's something there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what has the best community so far? MTG, Yu-Gi-Oh, or Flesh and Blood?
Ooh. That's a hard one. The Yu-Gi-Oh!
I guess if you're new to two other communities, it would be interesting.
The Yu-Gi-Oh! Community on Twitch has been really welcoming. My streams were popping. Like, when I streamed Yu-Gi-Oh! It was really energetic and active, and lots of people showed up, so that was cool. People often warn me that the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community is toxic, but I've been doing this for a long time, so I think it's a bit hard to faze me. I think I've dealt with a lot, so I think it's going to be really difficult to...
Like, I've been gaming since the 90s. You can't fucking mess with me anymore.
Yeah. It's going to be hard. But honestly...
It's not a challenge.
Nah, please do not.
People.
Like, do not
Yes. It's
take that as a challenge, because I will cry.
No, don't.
But I've been enjoying all three, so I'm excited.
Well, that's good. You can't pick favorites. You can't always pick favorites.
Can't right now. I think I need to play all of them in person too, because that's a different experience than playing online, for sure.
That is true. That is definitely true. Is Fab online at all?
It is not.
I thought it was just paper.
It is just paper. You can play on like Tabletop Simulator or a couple of other things so that you can get some practice in. But it is just paper, and that's going to be a totally different experience, but I'm excited for it. A couple of friends go to a local game store and play in person. I haven't made it out there yet. I was sort of waiting on the new set to come out to pick a competitive deck list, which just happened. So I'm ordering my deck tomorrow, and then I'm going to go play.
How much are the decks? Like, what is the expense difference? I don't even know. It's got to be cheaper than MTG, right?
It is a little cheaper. Some of the equipment gets expensive, but from my understanding, the difference between like the $300 piece of equipment versus the like $10 piece of equipment is actually not that different. I mean, obviously, if you're a top tier player and you're going to try to win $1 million, you're probably going to spend the $300 on the equipment.
Yes.
But you don't have to. So that's nice.
Okay. So budget decks can still be very competitive.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what I have seemed to notice to be true, but I'm going to have to test that for myself.
You're like, but I want to win, so I'm not actually going to test it. I'm just going to let other people test it for me while I destroy them with better decks.
I'm going to buy the $10 piece of equipment, and then if I lose like one game, I'm going to blame it on my $10 piece of equipment, and then I'm going to go buy the $300
that's the
piece.
move.
Yeah.
That's even if you don't draw it. Yeah, that's the move.
Yeah. Well, you start with your equipment in Flesh and Blood, so it's not a.
Oh, okay.
If I draw it, it will be there.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
I still haven't even touched it because I know Garbage Andy really, really likes that game too.
Yeah.
I'm good friends with him. Have you collabed with him at all?
Oh, that's crazy. I feel like we've done things together, and now I can't for the life of me remember anything that we've done. Maybe we just talk on Twitter all the time, and we've never actually done a collaboration.
Maybe. He talks to a lot of people, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
It really wouldn't.
Yeah, we've chatted about. I think we've like talked about collabs, and it's just never happened. But it's okay.
Yeah, I've been trying to get him to collab for like 3 months. He's just always busy. He has a day job too.
Yeah.
But we all do.
Oh yeah. What's your
it's
day
like
job?
It's like Twitch pays a lot.
I don't actually know what your day job is.
I'm a systems engineer.
Cool.
Kind of. Or systems manager. I don't really engineer anything. Okay. I manage systems. I'm more of a manager.
That's cool.
But I don't manage people because I'm the only person in my department.
So you manage the systems.
It's a small company.
Okay. Okay. Fair.
I do basically IT. A glorified IT person. Yeah. It's good stuff. I really like my job though, so it's hard to say that I would want to quit my job to stream as much as I do like creating content. But I take content creation really seriously. Yeah. But I really like my day job, and I take that really seriously too. I take that more seriously.
Yeah.
And
I have a similar problem. I have a really cool job, and it pays me
for your day job?
Good money. I'm an artist for a major game studio, which is really cool, and I really love it. But also at the same time, I just work too many hours between that and content, and it's like, but do I really want to quit my cool job? Not really. But do I want people to pay me for my content? Also, yes. That would be great. Yeah. So it's hard.
Wait, what kind of art then? Is it 3D modeling?
So I'm like a graphic designer artist. I do 2D art. Most everything that goes into like Walmart and Target and Best Buy to sell some of our titles. I do that kind of stuff.
Oh, you're like the marketing art. Oh, so you get paid a lot of money then.
I mean, I also live in California, so I feel like the amount of money that you get paid just for living in California is high.
Yeah, inflated just by that point. Yeah.
Yeah, but my rent is also ridiculous. I don't want to talk about that. So it's.
Yeah, no, nobody wants to talk about that. Has your rent gone up a shit ton lately? Like in the last year or two?
Actually, I moved this past year to a bigger apartment, so my rent did go up, but I'm paying for a bigger apartment. But in general, I haven't noticed my landlords raising prices on me, so that's been good.
That's good. Yeah, mine went up $300, and then I was like, you know what? I'll just get a 2-bedroom apartment because I want a room for just my streaming stuff. And then I looked at that, and it was going to go up another $600 if I did that. And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I'm okay. And I'm pretty sure it's going to go up again in a couple months when it gets up. And I'm just like, I don't know.
I don't like it.
I'm in such a good location, though. You know, it's when you're in the best location. Because I sold my car to live where I live because I'm a half mile away from work and a half mile away from where my gym was when it was open.
Yeah.
So I just had an electric scooter, and it was perfect.
That's great. That's really good.
And
I live in a good location.
Now I have
I live near the train, which goes to San Francisco and San Jose. Yeah. I'm like 4 blocks from the train, And we have a
that's
little
not bad.
downtown here. I'm not in San Francisco proper, but I'm in one of the suburbs south of it. And we have a little downtown that's just full of restaurants. Just restaurants. And that's all I care about. I just want to eat. So it's great. Train and
Do you have a
food.
wide variety of food over there?
We do. We have any type of Asian food you could want. Any type. Sushi, ramen, Chinese food, Thai food. Other types of various noodles that I don't even know where they come from, but they're delicious. And Mexican food, Peruvian food, some of the best Hispanic food ever.
I don't see any Peruvian food here. Now that I think about it. I know I could talk about food all day.
Yeah.
There's so many good places here in Arizona. I feel like all the smart immigrants moved from California to Arizona because it was cheaper.
Probably.
I'm like, yes, we got all the good restaurants.
Yeah. It's big. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not a
there's
native
so many.
Californian, so moving here and getting to experience like the diversity of
it's
food
huge.
was big.
Oh yeah, because I've lived in a couple other places. I lived in Washington State, and that was really nice. I like that. And then I moved to Colorado Springs for a year. I'm like, I will never ever live here ever again. I cannot. There's absolutely no way. The best Mexican food there was Chipotle.
Oh no.
And there was no good Asian food. It was horrible. It was horrible. Yeah,
Man.
there was just no way. I didn't realize how important a variety of food was.
Yeah. It's a big
until I
deal.
lived there.
It's a big deal.
It really is.
Especially if you don't cook. I don't cook.
You don't cook at all?
Okay, I'm really lucky. My boyfriend is a fantastic chef. And we have a great agreement where I do all the cleaning and he does all the cooking. So I don't cook.
That is the best agreement.
Don't cook at all.
Is he a chef or is he
He's
a
not.
Is he an
He's
actual
just
chef?
a good cook and he likes to cook.
That's awesome.
So
Does he have a specialty?
Oh, not really. He makes a lot of good things. He's Italian, so he makes good Italian food. But yeah, I literally
Do
just
you
don't
have a favorite? That he
my
makes?
favorite food is noodles of any kind, so I'm happy. It's like Asian food noodles, Italian food noodles, like just noodles. It's great. So any type of noodles. But yeah, I don't pick up a spatula. I don't pick up a pot and pan. I do none of that. It's not for me.
I actually find that so more common lately, which is weird. I don't know if that's normal or not.
It makes me happy.
I don't know.
I just like to
Yeah.
eat.
I know. I love cooking though. I'm
Really?
the same way. But I cook a lot of Korean food.
Ooh,
That's
I
my
love
big
Korean
thing.
food.
I really like Korean food.
I love
Like Korean
food.
barbecue, my favorite.
We have good.
I would say that's my
barbecue here.
specialty.
Really?
But I'm also, but then I'm also Italian, so I do a lot of Italian food too.
Nice. Very nice. I love K barbecue.
Are you Korean barbecue? Are you a drinker? Do you do sake bombers and everything when you're out doing all the noodles and stuff?
I do. I like to have a couple of drinks. I'm getting too old to drink the way I used to be honest. But I enjoy a good specialty drink like a soju or a sake or something if I go out.
Gosh, I
Share
haven't
it
had
with
soju in
friends.
so long. I have like 4 in my cabinet, and I
Really?
have not had it. I need to someday. Someday I'll pop them out.
Yeah.
I'll be ready. Yeah. So yeah, speaking of Twitter earlier, I saw the main reason I reached out to you is because I saw the whole drama thing that happened.
Oh, when
between-
I was accidentally the main character of Twitter for like 2 days.
Yeah, how did that happen?
It's
How
really
did that-
funny. I tweet all the time. I'm on Twitter like a person with mania. Because sometimes I feel that way. I don't like to say maniac. I'm trying to work out some of the terminology I feel that reflects like mental illness in a poor way out of
that's
my
fair.
vocabulary. But I tweet with mania, and I never really know like what's going to take off. Sometimes it's the weirdest things, and that was one of those things where it was just like this thing is on my mind. I wound up getting, someone said something rude to me, and I had the receipts to back it up. Some guy was like, "You don't have any talent. You're just like a Twitch hoe or something," and I was like, I was ranked the #1 Magic Gathering player in the world.
So weird.
So I don't know where you got that from. And I took a screenshot and I just was like, this is on my mind. I'm going to tweet about it. as one does, and then it just went massive, and I was like, okay, I did not expect this to be the thing, but okay.
Me either. It just seems so odd. It seems so odd to me. I never understood. And then the other guy where he was just like, oh, what did he say? He said said making rank number 1, was it on the first day, doesn't mean anything, or that you're the best player or whatever. And I was like, if you look at the screenshot, you were like number 1 on the 25th.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Someone else was like the guy you're talking about was saying, imagine making rank 1 on the first day and then claiming that it makes you the best Magic player in the world or whatever. And I was like, number 1, I did not do that. I do not think I am the best Magic player or even among the top. I was ranked number 1 for all of, I think I did it twice, but for all of, like, I don't know, I didn't even check. I logged out after I got number 1, and I was like, I'm never looking at my rank again. Like, I don't want to know. But I just did the thing because I wanted to. I had a personal goal. I did the thing, and then I was like, now I'm going to use this screenshot every time someone's mean to me. And I do.
Yeah.
So.
And it doesn't work, apparently.
I mean, yeah, apparently it doesn't work because other people are still going to invalidate whatever.
Which I don't understand. It's so hard. It's so hard just to be a streamer in general. If you just want to be a streamer, it's hard. And it's harder for girls.
It's
people just don't understand
difficult
it.
To be taken seriously regardless of what you do. If it's just streaming to make content and like you don't care about being a good Magic player, which is totally valid because people make content to be funny, people make content to engage an audience. And then there's like weirdos like me who came to Magic like a little bit too late for pro Magic, but I cared a lot about being good at it for a while. Now I don't know what the point is of being good at it, but
because there's no pro scene.
Yeah.
Because the old pros destroyed the pro scene.
But I did care a lot about being good, improving myself, and finding some sort of, I don't know, acceptance and the competitive
that's
scene.
how you made rank 1.
Yeah, but also, it's just hard. It's hard to find that sort of acceptance from the existing scene of people who I've admired since I started. There's tons of Magic pros who've been doing this forever, and like little me, baby Magic player. I only started playing Magic like 2 years ago.
Oh wow.
And then I'm like little baby Magic player. I'm like, oh my god, look at all these Magic pros. They've been playing Magic like almost as long as I've been alive. And I just love all of them. And they're like, who is this bitch? They're like, who is this random girl who like came in and started playing Magic? Obviously not everyone. Some people are really nice and accepting. But some people are just like, who?
Ooh, Mangalol?
Yeah.
Wait, what was the streamer that you looked up to most when you first started? Just streamer in general. Not even Magic streamer. We'll get to Magic streamer later, but normal streamer.
I think this is a really difficult question because I look up to, obviously, the top streamers on Twitch a lot. But there's not very many women in that category to choose from. So there's like Pokimane, and when I started, Valkyrae was still on Twitch, but she's not on Twitch anymore.
Do you think she was better on Twitch or YouTube?
I think she's great on both.
True. I don't really notice the difference. If she's making that
money, like good for her. Yeah. But it's like obviously
the blue light thing was a big yikes.
Yeah, that was weird. That was strange.
She made up for it.
Yeah.
she laughed about it and made some jokes, I guess, but
yeah. There's just not a whole lot of like obviously I want to be, as we talked about how I take everything way too seriously. So like obviously I want to be a top streamer, and if I'm gonna set a goal for myself, it's gonna be to be like the best streamer on Twitch, just because that's the type of goals I set for myself. But there's not a whole lot of people really to look up for in that category, except like
it's really difficult.
Pokimane, and I like Pokey, but she doesn't play card games, so it's.
Yeah.
I mean, there's Hafu. I love Hafu. I look up to Hafu a lot in the Hearthstone community.
Hafu's brilliant.
She's really clever.
She's like way too smart. I would be intimidated just to talk with her. She's one of those people. There's a lot of smart people that I'm just like, I don't want to talk to you. You're too smart for me.
I do want to talk to her.
She's one of them.
I want to talk to Hafu and be like, how do you keep such a level head all the time, be so good at the game, and have such a good stream? Yeah. I just want to know.
All the time too, and it's so consistent.
Yeah,
so consistent every time you go to her stream, and it's always the same.
Yeah,
it's always the same. You know exactly what to expect.
Yes.
Every time. That's very rare. That alone is very rare.
Yeah, it's high quality. And
yeah, exactly. That on top of it is.
So I would put Hafu up there pretty high on my list of like inspirations for streaming. And, you know, one of the cool things about the Magic community when I started streaming Magic, too, is there's just a lot of women creating content for Magic as well, which was really inspiring. And it made me feel really confident sort of joining the community.
Yeah, yeah. The good thing also about that is that they're always super nice to everybody, too.
Yeah, yeah.
They're always, their really DMs welcoming. Are open. They're super welcoming. You're like, hey, do you want to do a collab? Hey, do you want to talk? And they're like, yes, absolutely, sure. Yeah, let's hang out. It's something. They're so easy to get a hold of. And yeah, it's awesome. It's easily a really, really good community to be a part of. And I think that's why, is it Talia Vest made She Sparks?
Yes, right? I think Talia was sort of the driving force behind it. And Zbex also did a lot of the initial startup work, but it was really cool.
Are you doing anything with them too?
I think right now a lot of their focus, especially like at Vegas, was on like creating a booth and selling merchandise and stuff like that together as a group.
Yeah, because I know they were doing cosplay stuff too.
Yeah, and they did invite me to join them, but I don't actually sell a lot of merchandise. I don't really have like photography prints to sell either because I just don't do a lot of cosplay these days. But I was very excited to support them.
Yeah, no, they're super cool. I wanted to get Talia on to talk to her about that stuff, but schedules just never aligned.
She's
maybe
really
one
busy.
day.
I feel like she's in a different country like every week. I never know where Talia is going to be. And somehow she's still making content all the time. She's like traveling the world and making content and doing new ventures. It's so cool.
Yeah, she's like Deathsy. Deathsy's the same way. He's like, oh yeah, I'm in where he's in like Algeria or something. And then he went to Dubai, and then like, what are you doing? Where are you? Like, going to Germany.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it. I was hanging out with
He's
Desi
like, yeah,
in
I'm homeless.
And he was just like, I'm just gonna go somewhere cool and stream. And I was like, man, I wish I didn't have a job sometimes that I have to be so home for. But it's cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's. I envy people sometimes that can just do that without any worries. I'm sure he has some type of worries, but I also assume he has a lot of savings and obviously good support structure or something. Is he traveling with somebody? Do you know?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I have no idea. I don't think so. I don't think he did anyone to Dubai. He somehow has friends everywhere, though. He was like always posting pictures of friends. I'm like, I don't have any friends in Dubai. Like, that would be cool.
Of all places.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where was Talia last? I don't even know.
Talia was in Guatemala. I don't know. I gotta look at her Instagram. She was somewhere really cool recently. Maybe
now I have to look.
I don't know, but it was awesome. She posted a bunch of really cool photos, and I was like, "Girl, I want to go. Take me with you." And I never know why she's there. I'm like, "Are you traveling for vacation?" Like, Are you doing business? I'm assuming she's doing business because she's like the queen of hustling, but
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, she was in Guatemala. I was right.
It's so random.
I know.
Yeah.
So cool, though.
It's so random. Yeah, it's really cool. I still think my queen of content, I guess you would say, is Amaranth.
Oh my god. Have you seen her billboards?
Another level. No, she has billboards now?
She has these billboards in LA that say
monster.
Oh my god, they say something like,
are you kidding me?
They're based off the I think they're based off like 7-Eleven or Quick Stop ads.
Yeah, because she has gas stations now.
Yeah, and it's like Amaranth on OnlyFans, next wrist stop 24/7. And I love them so much. They're great.
That's actually amazing. I'm looking at it now. That's fantastic.
I love them.
She's so ridiculous. She has 2 YouTube
bonkers.
channels. Yeah. She streams like 10 hours a day. She has OnlyFans that she posts to every day. She has like 2 Instagram accounts, Twitter, TikTok. She posts to everything daily.
Yeah.
And now she has gas stations. Like, what are you doing? How are you alive? There's no way you're a person. You are a cyborg.
She probably
She's a
has
fucking
an
monster.
incredible management team. Or she's just doing a lot of cocaine. And either one of those things is fine.
Yeah.
I love it. Just the amount of energy is like...
I can't. Every time somebody brings up, like, what... They're like, what streamer, content creator do you look up to? And it always sounds bad. I'm like, Amaranth, 100%.
No,
and they're like,
bad.
Oh, okay.
No, she's,
most people don't actually know how hardworking Amaranth is.
God.
They just know of Amaranth, you know? They're like, oh, the OnlyFans girl, no wonder. I'm like, no, you don't understand.
I mean,
Trust
that
me,
type of content isn't like something I want to do, but I have a lot of respect for people who hustle their butts off to do literally everything.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
Everything. She's like, I'm gonna buy 7-Elevens.
That was really, I mean, she was trying to pay less on her taxes by doing the gas station thing, which was, she didn't actually wind up doing it right. She got a little bit of bad information, unfortunately. But she also talked about that and released information and content on that. I was like, Amaranth is telling me how to do my taxes? This is great.
Yeah, she's so brilliant. Yeah, and then she has to somehow like make it to the gym and stay in shape all the time after all that. How is this possible?
Yeah, I don't know.
Humans can't do this.
I don't know.
I have no idea. Every time I even think about her at all, that's why I try and never have this discussion. I'm just like, what am I doing with my life? I'm not doing enough. I could pick up 5 other jobs. Come on.
I track my sleep on one of those like sleep cycle apps. And it's like, oh, you sleep an average of 3 hours and 40 minutes a night. And I'm like, I'm sleeping too much. Like, I don't have enough time to do things.
Actually, I haven't looked at mine for so long. I have one of these Whoop straps.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you've seen those.
I have. I sleep very little, and I still don't have enough time. So I don't know how people are doing it, except drugs. I should do more drugs.
Yeah, I mean, I smoke weed. That's pretty much it.
I feel like smoking weed does not make me more
Friday.
Productive. Smoking weed makes me less productive.
Yeah, that's why I started standing up more, because if I would smoke weed when I'm streaming, I would kind of tune out a little bit. But that's also why I got the teleprompter that I have.
That's smart.
Just like the dumbest thing I've ever done, which is I was high on Black Friday. And I was like, I need to find something to buy.
Yeah.
and it was on sale. And I was like, this will be cool because I can put chat on my tablet and it'll be right at the camera. So I'm looking at the camera, but I'm also looking at chat. This is so cool. And then the next day I was like, did I just buy a fucking teleprompter?
Great,
and now it's like, okay, this is probably the best thing I've ever bought ever.
I have not made any exciting stoned purchases recently, and now I am feeling a little sad. I did
You should.
I did, however, they're right here, so I'm going to show you. I bought these shorts that I had to get custom ordered that say Mothman on the butt because I wanted them.
What?
I saw them online and I posted them on like Twitter or something, and I was like, should I buy these? And everyone was like, yes. And then I realized that they were custom, so I would have to go find someone to custom print me Mothman
Oh my gosh.
on the butt of some
Are
shorts. And I was like, content. I'm going to use these for content of some sort. I still don't know what I'm going to use them for, but I wasn't high when I bought them. I was totally sober.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I was.
Allegedly.
But they're just
You're gonna
sitting right
cosplay
here
as a moth
until I
Just have
decide what to
those.
do with them. I love memes. I live for making meme content when I can. So I'm just like always looking for something ridiculous to do. And
Oh
apparently,
my gosh. Are you
Mothman
a
shorts.
singer at all?
Kind of. I don't know.
I may have a meme thing.
Okay.
So, have you ever heard the "You Got Debated" like remix song
Yeah.
on YouTube? Yeah. Okay. So,
Yeah.
whenever I cast, do you know "Settle the Wreckage"? That card.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whenever I cast Settle the Wreckage, because everyone always full swings into Settle, right? It's
Yeah.
everyone, and I always bait people because they'll always swing in for lethal, and so I'll just hover over their cards, because if somebody hovers over your cards, there's a glow on it
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
MTGA. So I'll just hover over their cards because it looks like you're pissed off.
Yeah.
Somebody's just hovering over your cards back and forth, and then they open swing, and then I throw Settle
That's
the
so
Wreckage at 'em.
mean.
And then I play the "You Got Debated" song.
That's so mean.
Yeah, it's bad. But I don't say "good game" or anything like
Okay.
that, you know. So it's not like I'm not actually BMing.
That's
But
how
it's
you
an
become
actual
the main
debate.
character on Twitter, is by saying good game to people.
I'm surprised I'm not the main character. I am not a nice person.
I am a
Well,
nice
it's not that I'm
person, and
not.
I still wind up the main character of Twitter.
How? It doesn't make sense.
I'm like
I can't.
one of the friendliest people you'll ever meet. My mom used to tell me that if a mailbox would talk back to me, I would probably have a conversation with a mailbox and be like best friends with the mailbox. So it does amaze me sometimes. Like,
Was
why
she
so
calling
many
you
people hate
lonely,
me. I think she
or-
was just saying I was talkative and friendly. She meant it as a compliment. Came out a little weird, but so it always amazes me when people don't decide to be friends with me, and instead they decide to like hate me. I'm like, we could have been friends. It would have been so much fun. We could have
Yeah.
been best buddies. If you just
don't
talk
know
to
why
me, I
people-
will be your friend.
I don't know why people just go straight to the anger right
I don't
away.
either.
Straight to the dislike. I'd much rather, even if I disagree with somebody, usually I mean, it depends on the disagreement, obviously, but usually
Right.
I try to like talk it out, or at least have a conversation first,
Yeah.
because it seems, I don't know, maybe I'm stupid, but it seems more adult-like
Yeah.
to have a conversation with somebody.
Yeah. I don't
Or
even
if it has
have...
literally nothing to do with you, you could just fuck the fuck off.
Yeah. I don't even have that
Like-
many like strong opinions that would probably be considered controversial. I'm pretty political, but I don't talk about that stuff very much like on Twitter.
Yeah.
And it's like in general, like my opinions are just
Do you
like,
watch any political streams?
be nice to people. I try not to
Good one.
these days. Watch political streams. But it's like my general guiding opinions are like be nice to everyone and like mind your own fucking business. And I feel like I'll get along with everyone if we follow those rules. And
Yeah.
we could all be friends.
Yeah. I try to do that, but then nobody was doing a news show for MTG. So, because when I was on Twitter, I was like, I hate Twitter. I can't stand it. There's so much nonsense on here.
Yeah.
And then somebody told me that Twitter is actually fantastic if you unfollow and actually curate who you want, like what content you want to see. The algorithm is really powerful, so it'll only show you what you interact with and what you want to see. And I was like, well, obviously it does. And I was like, okay, Well, obviously it does. It just means I'm interacting with toxic shit all the time. So I unfollowed almost everybody, which
Nice.
was basically every MTG creator.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, Twitter's awesome. And then
Yeah.
I started doing this news show because nobody was covering MTG news. And so I had to refollow a bunch of people. And now I'm back. And I'm like, oh no, why is everyone like this?
I had debated doing like covering MTG drama for a while, but it's like so inconsistent. And sometimes it's really boring. Like
It
the
is.
MTG drama of the week
is.
is not exciting. And then I gave
Yeah.
up. I was like, I don't think I have enough content to make this exciting, because half the time it's like people arguing over like card bans, and honestly I don't care about that.
Yeah. There was a couple situations that I was interested in, because one of them, it was like a sexual harassment thing, and I was like, oh, this is interesting, I should probably cover this. And so I talked with a person that was accused, and then I talked with the people who were, and they weren't even the accusers. I guess this whole situation happened like a year prior or something. And so I was like talking to both parties, and it seemed like a giant misunderstanding between both parties. So, because I was getting logs between both people, neither parties knew how to talk with each other to communicate whatsoever. And so at the end, I was like, okay, this is exactly what happened. And both of them were like, oh, okay, that's just weird, but I still don't want to talk with this person. I totally get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it seemed okay. But it's just things like that. It takes a long time to resolve, but it's not drama at that point. Like it is, but it's just like, is it necessary? I would rather just solve the drama.
Yeah.
I felt more accomplished fixing it and mending that. Okay, it's behind everybody now. There's a resolution to this.
Yeah.
There's gonna be no more harassment going forward or whatever.
Yeah. Those situations are tricky too, because it's like not really stuff that you want to
Get wrong
content off. You don't want to get it wrong, but you also like,
True.
do I want to be famous for like talking about other people's like sexual harassment, which is really, really tricky. But you want to talk about it, and you want to make a difference, but then at the same time it's just like, it's tricky. It's a really tricky footing.
Yeah. Well, usually what I end up doing is I do a segment when I can. I do one called Creep of the Week, where I'll get DMs that, females in the community get from just like random guys or random accounts.
How many do you want?
It doesn't matter. You send me any. So I'll have just like random guys in the community pretend to be the person who sent this. So they'll like dress up or do some weird voice. And that will be and we'll just do that because it's a fun thing. And it got to the point where this new show kind of started to manifest itself into a giant meme. But then I couldn't get like a lot of people involved doing weird stuff all the time, because at that point it becomes way too demanding, and I'm asking too much of too many people.
Yeah.
So, although it would be great if it was like a giant organization, we could just do it. But yeah, unfortunately,
Directing things as one person is hard.
Yeah. It wouldn't be bad. It was if I could pay people, if I could afford to pay people for it, it would be much easier.
So different if I could afford to pay people to do things.
Right. I have an editor, and I'm like, please don't leave me. Please.
I have an editor too, and she's really talented and like not that expensive, but I make so much zero money off of content that I'm just like, you're not even expensive, and I cannot afford to do videos every week. Like, it's sad. I want to support other creators, because she's a creator in her own right as an editor. She's talented, and I'm just like, I need money to pay you, but I need to make money off of YouTube to pay you to make YouTube content. So
yeah, that's the worst. It's really hard for me. It really is, because I pay my editor a salary, and I give him basically 100% of the YouTube stuff until it goes over his salary.
Nice.
So I just lose money on YouTube. That's all I do.
I'm losing
Until
a
we get
tremendous
big.
amount of money on YouTube.
Until we get big. Yeah.
I don't even have
But
YouTube
it'll get there
partnership
eventually.
because it's like what 4,000 hours of watch time, and people watch my videos for all of like 2 minutes each, and that's it.
You should just throw on some VODs or throw on some hour-long videos of you playing a specific deck. That'll get you up there in no time.
It's not working.
Oh, is that what you do?
Yeah,
Oh, I'll have to check
fine.
out your YouTube.
It's okay. I'm
Hold on.
gonna figure it out eventually. I will apply myself until it works.
Hey, I'm not an expert, but I do know some stuff. So if I see anything, I'll be like, hey, have you tried
Yeah.
this?
Oh, you should totally. I love taking advice, honestly. So, please.
I love just trying new things because what I do most of the time, I'm like, nobody's doing this. I want to do it because I know I'm not the best at the majority of what I do, but I know that I can find things that nobody else does. And I think a lot of people will see that I'm doing things that no one else does, and they're going to do it better than me so that I can learn from them.
Whoa, that's
and
an
then
interesting way of
begin to
thinking
do
about
it better, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Huh.
So I want people to do what I do, but do it better so that I can learn how to do what I started better than them.
That is
I don't
really,
know.
really clever.
That's what I'm
I
trying to do anyway.
I have been sitting like a deranged bisexual in this chair, and now I have to untangle myself, so I'm really sorry.
Do you know about bi-sitting?
I sit worse than... Let me scoot back so you can see how I was sitting. This was ridiculous. I'm sitting like this. Both of my feet are like over here, and now I can't get out. I like have to do one of these numbers to like get myself out of my chair. I know, but I do often sit like this with my feet on the desk with like classic bisexual sitting. So, but I am untangled now.
Gosh.
I'm here.
I totally forgot about bi-sitting.
Yeah.
I
it's
heard that for
real.
the first time. Oh my god, what stream was it? I think I was watching some Destiny video.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which I'm assuming since you've been in Twitch for a while, you probably know who Destiny is.
I am aware. I follow what's her name on Instagram? Melina, is that her name?
Oh yeah, Melina.
Her Instagram
Yeah.
is blowing up, and she's also always traveling.
Is it?
She's like somewhere
Oh
really
yeah.
creative and clever all the time. So
Yeah,
I'm
she's all over the
inspired.
place.
I'm like, let my Instagram be like yours.
I don't know how IRL streamers do it. That's a mystery to me. They're
Yeah.
always able to just find a place
Yeah.
and make it like their own flash mob.
Yeah.
Like they don't need other people involved. They just make the space their own and make the content that whole space
Yeah.
just by them. And that's I don't know. That's amazing to me. That's not normal. I don't know how people do that. You have to be a special type of person. But then I
think
also
so.
hear that, people get swatted and stuff when they're at a certain restaurant, or people will get called at a restaurant, be like, hey, this person is a racist or whatever, and so they'll get kicked out of the restaurant.
Yeah. Well, it happens at
stuff like
people's
that,
homes
like while they're
too.
streaming.
My friend
Oh,
Allie,
yeah.
Allie Straza just got swatted in her home the other day. That was really scary. And like she's a big Hearthstone streamer, but she's not like Destiny or like Ninja. And I was shocked that like someone swatted her. Like, what did Allie ever do to deserve any of this? But they swatted her, and it was scary. She was live streaming when it happened, so there's clips of it, and it's just
Jesus.
crazy. So, unfortunate.
She's okay though, and everyone else is okay.
Everyone is okay. But like, what do you even do to prevent stuff like that from happening? People love to blame streamers for that too. They're like, why didn't you tell the local police that you were a live streamer? I'm like, well, I've literally never thought in my life that I should like call the local police and be like, hey, I'm a Twitch streamer. What
They
are they
also
going to do
still
with that
show
info?
up.
They're going to be like, nice.
They also still show up once you're an established streamer, and even if you contact them and say, hey, I'm a streamer, it's possible that somebody may call to
Yeah.
say, hey, there's a bomb here, but here's, my live stream.
Yeah.
Somebody calls and I'm streaming, what's going
Right.
on. But since it's the law, they still have to go to your
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
They won't like break it down
Right.
usually, but they'll do a check and they'll come by.
Yeah.
That does happen quite a lot still, because some people just don't want to move after their address gets leaked or after they get swatted once. And
It's
a lot of
easy
people,
enough
they don't.
to find people too, even if you move.
Yeah,
It's
which is
just
really annoying.
hard to have internet privacy.
Yeah. Is that a VPN sponsorship that you're just about to do?
No, I don't.
Do you have-
I do not have a.
do you have a
VPN
NordVPN?
sponsorship. I do not have a
NordVPN
VPN sponsorship.
Slash Emmaskyeward?
No, I don't have one. I wish I did. I'm taking offers for VPN sponsors. Hello, any VPN sponsors out there?
Yeah. Dude, I'll send them over.
That would be great.
Yeah. Apparently, a lot of streamers do stream with VPNs, but I didn't think it was necessary until you got really popular. But I suppose
It's
it's a
probably
little bit
smart.
different. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't stream with a VPN currently, but now that we're talking about it, I'm thinking maybe I should do that.
Yeah. Now you really need to get a sponsor.
I really do.
You get it for free.
I would really like that because I don't want to go pay for a VPN service. But I will. If I need to, I will do it. So.
Yeah. I don't even know which one would be the best, but I'm sure they're all over the place.
Yeah.
There's a couple big ones.
Yeah.
Just get Raid Shadow Legends, you'll be fine.
Oh, I've done the sponsored Raid Shadow Legends stream.
You
I
have?
absolutely have. Yeah.
Did you kill it?
They pay you money. They pay you cash up front. Do you know how rare that is?
They
in
did it up front?
sponsorships? Well, they give
did
you
it
the
up
money.
front?
They give you the money after, but it's like not an
Oh.
affiliate deal. They're like, we will pay you this money for the hours that you stream, plus you make additional money based on like downloads that people make from your stream. And I'm like, okay, I will just do it for the set amount of money that you're gonna give me. I'll do it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
How many people did you get to sign up? Do you remember?
I don't know, 20, 25 people, which was decent.
That's not bad.
I mean,
What's your average viewership? Actually,
if you had asked me this is a topic I've been tweeting about lately as well. If you had asked me this in Magic the Gathering a year ago, I would have told you 125. If you ask me Magic the Gathering now, I'm going to tell you like 35.
holy shit.
Yeah,
it's gone down that much for you?
Declined a ton in the past year.
Interesting.
So Magic is really, really bad for me right now.
Oh, it's because you played League of Legends a couple times.
Yeah, well, I played things that weren't Magic every now and then. I played a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I think that Magic viewers, if you like don't stream Magic for one day, they all forget that you exist, and then you have to work overtime to get them back. And that's okay.
Yeah.
But
No, fuck those people.
everyone has been talking about. Everyone in Magic right now all the streamers have been like, you really need to be diversifying out of Magic, in order to have a stable income as a streamer, which I don't have and I've never have, but I would like to. So I'm working towards it. And I've been really enjoying Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm checking it out.
Are your viewers popping off on Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yes.
What are you getting there?
I don't know why.
I don't know if you want to talk about your numbers. I'm fascinated by numbers. I really like
I mean,
statistics.
I think I was averaging like 55, but I was peaking viewership at like 120 with no hosts over in Yu-Gi-Oh, which was pretty good.
Yeah, I see that now.
Compared to my recent Magic streams, which have been peaking at like 45, 50, which is a little
your
rough.
average viewership went up 27%. So over the last 30 days.
It's exciting. And I've done
your viewership went out.
Yeah, I've done some collaborations as well, and actually collaborative streams for me do worse than solo streams. So
I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Just in general. So weird.
But I still like to do them because I think there's value out of working with other content creators. There's value out of getting to know their audiences and their dedicated viewers as well, especially if you don't typically stream at the same time. So I still enjoy doing that. Sometimes it's nice just to talk to someone on stream for a little while. So I still find a lot of value there, even if the viewership isn't as good. So I'm balancing trying to figure out exactly where I'm going with streaming. But streaming, I've talked about this before, is by far the worst time investment to income generation out of all of my platforms. And that is hard because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. But that's why a lot of people also tell you, if you want to make it as a streamer, you stream less. Yeah. Stream like 3 days a week and then focus on YouTube and Twitter and TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah. It's hard though.
Yeah, but that's a lot less fun.
Streaming is so
depends
fun.
Depends on what you like though. Yeah, streaming's fun.
It's so
I really
fun.
like doing a lot of stuff with the content creation though. The whole process, except for recording. I'm bad at recording stuff. Like recording deck techs. Yeah. I'm so bad at it.
If you could make it on one platform, like, I don't know, let's say 1 million followers, which platform would it be for you?
YouTube for sure.
YouTube.
Well, actually, no. OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans?
OnlyFans, 100%. Because the split on OnlyFans, the monetary split is higher on OnlyFans than anywhere else. Yeah. But since I don't do OnlyFans,
YouTube.
Yeah, probably YouTube. But I'll be doing my own website soon. That'll be streaming because I'm dropping Twitch partnership, and then I'll be multi-streaming to YouTube and Twitch, and then I'll have my website that streams it and has my own like custom tiers.
Cool.
Stuff like that. So it's almost like Patreon, but built into my website. So people will sign up for the tier and it'll go directly into my PayPal instead of anyone else getting a cut.
That's cool.
So try to live off my own website instead of relying on anything else.
I think I would say YouTube as well if I had to pick like a place to be successful.
Yeah.
But it's hard.
YouTube's not going anywhere.
No, it's really not. Nothing to worry about.
Twitch, maybe. We don't know what's going on with Twitch yet.
People are upset lately about the revenue split, and it's really bad. The revenue split is really bad.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
The weird thing is I remember. I want to say when the partner was first introduced back in 2012, 2011, whatever it was. When you got partner, your split automatically went up at that point, but you had to be partner. But now when you become partner, your split doesn't go up. Your split will only go up once you have 1,000 subscribers for 3 months straight. Then you can negotiate your contract.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's the point of even having partner?
Yeah, I think it's 500 instead of 1,000. But
I think they moved it to 1,000.
Did they really?
Like,
well, that is
sure.
never happening for me.
Yeah,
500 like, maybe, but that would be hard.
I'm pretty
1,000,
sure
that's not
1,000.
happening. No, I'm giving up.
1,000.
I'm giving
it's
up.
1,000 average.
I'm giving up. I'm never gonna have 70-30.
Nope. Unless you only get tier 3 subs, then you get 70-30.
I'm never gonna have 70-30. Yeah, I'm just gonna give up. I'm gonna tell everyone to sub on another platform.
I'm just dropping partner. I'm dropping partner so I can multi-stream. There's no reason for me to stay here. I get more emote slots and that's it. Like, you have Bt TV.
Yeah. Yeah. Cat jam.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's all you need.
What's your favorite Bt TV emote?
Oh, I never remember which ones are like on Franker Z or whatever, and which ones are like Bt TV. But I love
either emote. What's your favorite?
I love Blob
Dance.
Emote.
Blob Dance. Okay, that's a good one.
Makes me happy. Every time people, like, all start blob dancing in the chat, it's just a good time.
I really like the Peepo Sabers for a really long
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorites. And I don't even really like Star Wars. But the Peepo Saber was awesome. Okay, what's your favorite? Who has the best emotes out of anybody on Twitch?
I'm subscribed to like 3 channels. One of them is my boyfriend's and he doesn't stream. And one of them is whoever gets my free sub every month. And one of them is Miss Ashrox, who doesn't stream Magic, so you're not probably going to know who she is. But yeah, I'm subscribed to 3 people.
Sounds familiar. What does she play?
She plays a lot of variety of things. But I've had the privilege of meeting her in person. She lives locally to me. She's just really cool. She does a lot for the Black community on Twitch, which I really respect, and I try to follow sort of like whatever she's working on lately.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's good stuff. So that community is definitely kind of struggling on Twitch right now. I think it kind of always has.
A lot of toxicity and problems. It's honestly like worse than what happens just by being a woman. It's like way worse.
Is it? Jesus.
Yeah. So I try to keep up with whatever initiatives she's working on and tune in and support her stream just because she's really nice too. I love hanging out with her whenever I get to see her. So
that's good.
Yeah, I'm subbed
I remember
to 3
talking
channels.
That's it? How are you only subbed to 3? That's still crazy to me.
Yeah.
I guess a lot of streamers aren't really streamed to many. I don't even know how many I'm streamed to or subbed to.
I have a really
gotta
hard
be like
time
8
watching live
on
content
accident.
just because of time constraints. I can watch recorded stuff on YouTube, but watching actual live content requires a dedication to sit there that I don't have time for.
I could see that. I'm kind of the opposite though. Well, I don't really watch the content. I talk with the streamer or the people in chat. I never really go to a stream to watch their content because if I was going to do that, I would do it on YouTube. But I can't watch Magic content on YouTube.
Really?
I don't know why. Yeah, it's really hard for me. I think it's just really hard for me to watch Magic content in general. I don't know what it is.
I like watching Magic content. It's just finding time.
Yeah, there's some people that can be really entertaining on YouTube. But I don't know. Sometimes it's just I'd rather talk to the person or talk to the people in chat at the same time. 'Cause sometimes there's just nothing happening. So I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. I'm like, okay, I can either just fast forward through this part or and I feel bad for people who watch my videos too. Cuz you never know if they feel the same way. Like, would I even watch my videos? I don't even know. So
I don't
try to throw in
watch
stuff.
my videos for YouTube. I pay my editor to make them, and I watch like 5 minutes of them, and I like skip through, and I'm like, okay, she did a great job, and then I don't watch them, and then I publish them. I said what I said. I said what I said on Twitch, and I said it, and therefore it's fine. Publish it.
I remember. Yeah. Because you have to come up with titles and thumbnail ideas. It's a nightmare. See, I always have to watch it
really
back.
hard for me because
so
it's
hard.
like people just want memes, and my job is to be a professional artist and a professional designer, and like I want to make these beautiful arrangements and really nicely design thumbnails with hierarchy, but people don't want that. People want like a screaming face and arrows. And yeah. I can't bring myself to make that shit.
Mine are all over the place. I
had a great conversation with, I think it was Jim Davis the other day, and we were talking about YouTube, and he was telling me that he did like a photo shoot where he just like brought all the clothes out of his closet and made like stupid faces for thumbnails like all day in different clothes so that he would have photos to use for his thumbnails. I was like, that's brilliant.
It's funny.
But also like chaos.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't put my face on thumbnails.
Really? You
So
should.
I think I don't know, because if somebody's scrolling through YouTube and they look at a thumbnail and they see my face, they're like, who the fuck is that guy? They're not going to click on it.
People, the human face is like a huge marketing driver.
I don't know. Usually I have like a meme, like an actual meme.
An
like
actual
a
meme.
Yeah.
I could see that working really well.
And it's like, it's a
people just
custom.
have this weird connection to, I love these, but people just have innate connection to other humans and human faces that like drives them to make purchases, to watch things.
Yeah.
Now we're getting into what I do for work, and that's not exciting.
Oh, well, it's exciting to me. But back to your like beautiful stuff. This isn't beautiful, but this is what I started doing.
Oh, I like that.
I started doing like a negative space, but having the cards that were primarily, so you wouldn't necessarily be able to see it unless you really looked at it. And I still don't know if I really, really like it, but I'm doing A/B testing with it, and it seems to be doing okay, like some of the time.
Legibility on mobile might be a little hard, like where the cards come together. They get in the A.
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
It's a little tough.
Yeah.
But that's only like when you're worrying about mobile size.
Yeah, exactly. Which I should check my mobile viewership to see what it's like. Yeah, I don't know.
Analytics.
I'm just trying with a lot of different stuff. Yeah, I love analytics. Yeah, you could definitely do some professional design stuff. It's probably worth it, but I don't know how much time you put in. If you're a perfectionist and that's what you do for your job, it's probably going to take you super long to make a thumbnail like that.
Oh no. That stuff takes me no time at all. I do that all day. Like I can do designs and art in 20 minutes. Easy. But bringing myself to just like make a meme and use that instead of like having everything clear is hard for me. It's just hard.
It doesn't have to be though. You can
I just need to
different.
let go. I just need to let go.
Be the other thing.
Yeah.
Do you normally do it? Hold on, let me see. I gotta look at yours.
I have a hierarchy. Like I have a design book. I have a style guide for my own brand that I made myself.
Why are you yelling at me?
I'm yelling at myself.
I have a style brand.
I'm yelling at myself because I did not need to do any of that, but I did. So.
Wait. So, why don't you change it if you don't like it?
I love it. People don't watch my videos though.
Well, then why are you?
That's the problem. I need to change it, but I love it.
Yeah. I don't know. I like a lot of them really stick out. Like you can, because some of them will have like the black smoke or whatever, like in the middle or coming through. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
I don't know what
I'm
it is.
following.
I'm not a designer.
I'm following.
Yeah. But some of them they don't have it at all. But the ones that like have the black look so much better. I don't know why. But if you like dripped it in other places,
yeah, I have it
like
as
a marble.
It's like a Photoshop brush, so I can apply the ink anywhere.
So
on
like
my stuff.
Like those two, how there's like a dot next to your head on those two, and then one on the left.
Yeah.
The left, those look good. I really like those. Those are like,
That's
I would click the shit out of those.
Love it.
Yeah.
I will use my ink brush more liberally.
Yes. I think that would be good. It's an ink brush? Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to get fancy here.
It's literally like, I don't know how to describe it. Like you download, how familiar are you with Photoshop?
On what scale? Scale 1 to 10 or 1 to 100?
1 to 10.
It's probably going to be the same number.
Okay. Is the number less than 10?
1.
Okay, 1. All right. Well, you just download
I'm like
a pack of brushes.
It's probably like a 3.
Okay.
I've taken a couple beginner classes, but
cool.
I can't get like fancy with it. I made some really old thumbnails back in like 2012 when I was doing it, but I'd say that I make my editor do all of them. Like you do it. He's a doctor in Ukraine.
Cool.
He's like, I need
is he
money
okay?
because
We're having
I
Ukraine problems.
he just sent me a video of
Oh,
a
no.
tank going through the street.
Oh
I'm like,
boy.
oh, that's fantastic.
That's not ideal.
No, it's not. And I'm sitting here like I want to say it was after a year of us working together, because I think it's probably been about 2 years now. Something like that. After about a year, I was like, okay, it would be really cool if it could get to the point where I make enough money to where I could move him and his family out of the Ukraine.
Oh.
Like that would be ideal. And now with this situation happening, I'm like,
Yeah.
I wish this could happen now.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there like, I'm like beating myself up. I'm like, I could have done better, right? There's definitely something I could have done. And that hurts, you know? You
Yeah.
feel like you could have done better,
Yeah.
but you don't know if you could. And it's always just, I'm like, okay, I'm going to make this a business. I'm going to take out a loan so I can move him and his family. What am I supposed to do with this? I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I got to figure something out. Just in case. Worst case scenario, we got to figure something out.
Yeah.
So.
That's so tricky. And that's like the inconsistency of content makes it hard to know if you could have even done better. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've been doing videos 7 days a week for 2 years. We haven't missed a single day. So.
Impressive. That's dedication.
We're doing stuff. We're trying. And then adding the podcast on top of that is pretty hard.
How
But
much
only trying to talk to
free
people
time
how much
do you
free time
have?
do I have?
Yeah.
I have 2 nights a week.
Okay.
So I have
do you,
Sunday
like,
night
do
and I have-
work and then do content and then sleep and then do work and then do content and then sleep on weeknights?
Yes, except for Sunday nights is free. It's like a date night, basically. Usually is when I either go out, hang out with my friends, or I'll hang out with a lady friend. And same with Wednesdays after my
Gotcha.
day job work. Do the same thing. And then Saturday nights is mostly work stuff, but I can do fun stuff if I need to. Or if I'm ahead of work, I can do that.
Mm. Man,
Yeah, kind of depends.
that's hard.
I feel like I need more time, but I also feel like I have too much time and I need to do more work.
Oh
don't
yeah, that's like a constant. Every time
How
I'm
is
doing
it-
something that is not, I think I tweeted about this yesterday too. It's like if I ever like pick up a game and I try to play for fun, I'm just riddled with guilt that I don't like have a camera on or I'm not like
You're not
recording
making-
for
exactly.
content. And then I'm like I want to play League of Legends, right? But nobody wants to watch me play League of Legends, and nobody like wants to watch videos of me playing League of Legends. But I feel guilty that I'm not recording me playing League of Legends
know.
constantly.
I haven't played in so long. I was a League of Legends caster back in the day.
That's so cool. Very cool.
Long time ago. When did you get into LoL? Was that recently? Or are you in there from the beginning? The
League
inception?
of Legends was the very first video game that I ever played.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
not allowed to play games as a child. I did not start gaming until I was 18 years old. And I started
In an
with League of
abusive
Legends.
household.
No, I just...
And you went right into an abusive game.
Yeah, I went... My friends were playing it in college, and I was like, I want to play. That looks like fun. It was when Vel'Koz came out. Whenever Vel'Koz came out was my first season.
Okay.
Season 4? Season 3?
That was...
I think it was season
That
4.
had to have been... That had to have been like season 4, because that was
Yeah.
after I stopped casting. But that was when I was still watching tournaments and stuff.
Yeah. And then that was like my first video game. And I'm absolute dog shit garbage at it, but it's fun.
Wait, so what's your
streamed
main
League.
then?
I'm in mid lane. My favorite character is Diana, but my friends yell at me when I play her, so I play a lot of Viger.
Wait, is it Viger or Vigar?
I like
You don't know?
Viger
I don't know
better,
either.
so I call him Viger.
I think I did both and alternated it depending on what part of the sentence it was.
Yeah, whatever sounds better at the moment is fine.
Yeah.
But it was the first game I ever streamed too, was League of Legends. And I streamed League of Legends for years.
I didn't know that.
And was bad at it. And my stream was
For
really
years.
slow. Super slow. Magic is like the fifth main game that I've streamed. Like, it took me a long time to get here. So.
What were your other ones?
I streamed League of Legends, then I streamed Vainglory for several years.
Glory? What is that? I've never even heard
It's
of that
also
game.
a MOBA. I used to work for them. So I was working for the company and I was streaming Vainglory. Now the game is shut down, I believe, so it no longer exists. Or it's community run.
Looks pretty.
I think they turned it over to the community and the community ran it. It was a mobile first MOBA, so I played when it was only on mobile, and then I also played on PC when it came to PC. Played that for several years, and then I played an MMO. I played Black Desert Online on Twitch for a couple of years. That was really bad.
Was that when it was pay to win?
It's always been sort of pay to win. It's like pay to win more.
I thought they cooled it down quite a bit recently. Did they not? I have no idea.
I don't know. I haven't actually logged in several years, but I streamed that for a while. I guess Magic is then my fourth game, because then I did Magic after that. So, yeah.
Is Magic your favorite so far?
Magic is my favorite so far. I'm also good at Magic.
What are you going to move on to next?
I was never good
helps,
at
obviously.
anything else. It's the first game I was good at. I just found out I was good at card games like 2 years ago, and now I'm like firmly dedicated to card games.
I wish I could be. I think. I don't know if I want to be good at card games.
There's really nothing to gain
I don't know how
from
big the
it.
viewership is. I know. Well, I've played Magic for so long. I think I've played on and off since like 97 or 98.
Yeah.
Mostly off. But yeah, I'm slightly above average, I think, just because I read the cards.
Yeah, that's like 90% of the battle. Not in Yu-Gi-Oh, though.
Really?
Read the fucking card rule does not apply to Yu-Gi-Oh, because you can read the card and you still have no idea like what it does.
Yeah, because isn't it like a novel?
Yeah, it's like 4 paragraphs of text on every card, and I read it, and I'm like, I'm just gonna play this. I'm gonna fuck around and find out, because I have no idea what this card does, and I've read it twice.
Like, what happened on chapter 1? I forgot. Who's the main character?
Do not know. But that's kind of, I think, what has made Yu-Gi-Oh fun for me. And my Yu-Gi-Oh streams have been pretty hot, because people are like, this bitch is just fucking around with the cards, and she has no idea what's gonna happen, and it's great. And then all of a sudden, I also turned out to be good at that, and I made it to like the top rank. And I was like, I'm just reading,
really?
comprehensioning.
Goddamn.
And doing my best over here. And it turned out okay. I mean, it worked, I guess, but the reading comprehension is intense. So.
Do you have to memorize a lot of the cards? Is there a really strict timer?
The timer is actually pretty short, and I've actually kind of given myself sometimes when my opponent is just comboing off. I'm like, I'm gonna read the final board state. I'm not gonna read the things that they do to get there. I'm gonna wait until they're done, and then I'm gonna read those cards. Got
it. That makes sense. Sometimes combos can be... I hear they're ridiculous in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, you can turn 1, turn 2 combos all the time.
Yeah, you pretty much know who's gonna win by the end of the second person's first turn. Because probably turn 1...
This sounds so bad.
It's great. It's awesome. Typically, the first person plays, they're going to set up a board, a massive board, ideally, unless they just didn't get their combo. And then when it passes to player 2, either they're going to break that board or they're going to lose.
Those are the only options.
If they break that board, they're probably going to win. So it's like...
Oof.
You kind of know probably who's going to win by the end of the second turn.
That.
I love that. It's great for me. My attention span is 3 seconds long, so it's
Oh, that
perfect.
makes sense then.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All the games are really short.
Yeah.
That's why I like Best of One in Magic, though.
Me too.
Because games are really short.
I'll play Best of One all day if I can.
They say it's not real Magic, and I say
Yes!
it is the best Magic.
So
It is the best thing that ever happened to Magic. Historic and Best of One. Best things that ever happened to Magic.
Historic specifically is my format.
Exactly.
Pros keep telling me, they're like, the math is, don't play Best of One because of statistics for ranking up or whatever, it's worse. And I'm like, no, you can pry my Best of One from my cold dead hands. I don't care about your statistics. I'm gonna play it. I think it was Minguchi, I think, who was telling me that. He was like, the math is bad, like, for Best of One, like, you shouldn't be doing that. And I was like, no, I'm doing it anyway. Can't stop me.
Is it based on time? I don't know, because back in the day, like when the ranking system kind of first started establishing, you could do a turn 3 win with mono red, and you probably still could with elves. And if you don't win on turn 3, you just surrender the game and go on to the next game.
Yeah.
And it's really fast. Like, you don't even try to recover and you go down.
Yeah.
And then you play turn 3 and then you win, play turn 3, win. So even if you have like a 55% win rate, it doesn't take you that long because you're only playing till turn 3 and you're playing really quickly because you know exactly what you're supposed to do. You don't have to worry about any interaction because if they blow up your board on turn 3 or 4, you just surrender and then go to the next game. It's super fast.
It was like, Best of One is fast, and you probably know if you're going to win or lose if you're playing that kind of deck. And then you just surrender the games that you're not going to win, and you move on.
Yeah. Well, I play land destruction, so it's a little bit worse.
You're the worst. The worst type of person.
I am. I really am. I told you earlier.
It's okay. That's fine.
People don't like me. But that's probably why they don't say anything, because they're like, oh, he'll blow up my lands if I say anything.
I just told you the worst type of person, so now you're going to blow up my land.
The only people who are friendly with me are the limited players.
I'm really bad at limited. Like, it's not funny.
I'm good at sealed. I'm really bad at draft.
Really?
I've never been good at draft.
Interesting. I'm bad at both.
Because I brew all the time, and I think that's why.
I hate brewing. I hate it. I'm a filthy nut decker through and through. Like, just make me the deck. I don't want to make it.
Hey, I'll make you a good land destruction deck.
Okay, that's fine. Can you make it for me before next weekend? And can it be a commander deck? I need it for content.
Ooh, that I don't know. I don't play Commander.
That's fine.
I haven't played Paper in so long. I haven't played Paper since Jace the Mind Sculptor.
That was before my time, but I know what era
2012?
Yeah.
Yeah. That drove me insane. I couldn't. I remember the day that I quit was because it was a tournament. There was 32 people, and 28 of the decks were Jace the Mind Sculptor decks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, absolutely not. I cannot do this anymore. I'm over it. Done.
Yeah.
Over it. I can't. I just can't. So I stopped playing. And it's just so expensive for me because I have no self-control. So you take a $50 deck, and I just want to foil it out, limited edition, every single card, turn it into a $500 deck, play for 2 tournaments, and be like, oh, well, that was a waste of money.
I will play with scuffed, like, shitty cards and the cheapest versions. My modern deck is pretty ugly. It's like got the worst versions, and some of my cards are like kind of the edges are all fucked up. It's fine. It's okay.
Oh yeah. Wait, what modern deck are you running?
I'm not running it right now because it's terrible in the current meta, but whenever it comes back around, I'm gonna play it again. My favorite modern deck is 5-color humans. And
For humans?
Yeah.
I don't even think I've ever seen that.
Really?
How long has it been out of the meta?
It's been out of the meta since COVID started. It was okay, like right when COVID started, but it's been out since Modern Horizons 2, since Monkey. Monkey kind of killed it.
Yeah.
But
that only got banned in Legacy, right?
Correct.
It's not banned in Modern now?
It's not banned in Modern.
Did people want it to be banned in Modern?
People have thought it's going to be banned in Modern every weekend since it came out. but it has yet to be banned. I don't know if it's that they want it to be banned or people just think it's going to happen. I don't really care. I mean, it would make my pet deck more relevant, but I'll just wait. It's fine.
Someday. Maybe you'll just get a better human one day.
Yeah, I'm waiting. It's going to happen eventually.
There should have been some for Kamigawa, right? Did anything come out in Kamigawa for humans?
I don't think anything was humans relevant in Kamigawa.
At all.
So Eli Loveman is the king of humans in Modern, and they make and updated. I think they have an entire Patreon dedicated to humans. And they're not playing it right now, so it's not meta.
Not in a good spot.
Whenever Eli starts playing humans again, I'll bring my humans deck back out, and I'll be ready to play.
Okay. Do you play on MTGO or just paper?
I play on MTGO a little bit, but I hate the interface, and it's terrible for streaming. People don't want to watch MTGO. So
it seems like it's popping off a lot more lately.
There's streamers who have built their career based on streaming MTGO, and they have the viewers who want to watch MTGO. But I did not do that. Maybe lack of foresight. Maybe, I mean, Arena was just way easier to learn on, but
yes,
my viewers do not want to watch MTGO. So.
I don't want to watch MTGO either.
I don't want to play MTGO. So
also true.
I don't understand why anyone would want to watch it, to be honest.
Yeah, because I don't know, you just can't see what's going on most time, especially when someone's really good at it. They're just clicking super fast. I'm like, what card is that? What card is that? What card is that? Like, I don't know all these cards.
Yeah.
What are all of these? What is happening?
It's tough.
It's not like watching an FPS where it's like, what is happening? Oh, click and shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
Click, aim and click, aim and click. It makes sense. It makes sense. Or a fighting game where it's like, okay, punch, kick. I got it. There's a health bar once it gets to the end. Yeah, it's easy to follow. Yeah. And that's why those games are a lot easier and higher on the viewership. Just because it's an easy thing to grasp, like Mario.
Yeah.
You know, just make it to the end.
Yeah.
Jump.
Concept easy.
Yes, exactly. What is your next game that you're going to be varietying?
Oh, I don't know. I think, so this coming week I'm going to stream Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm going to check it out. I'm going to see if the viewership is holding or if it's, I don't know, being weird because Master Duel's been out for a month now. The new season of TFT in League just came out. I made it to Platinum last season, so I'm going to try to see if I can make it all the way through Diamond this season. I don't know. But I don't like to stream
TFT or League?
That. TFT.
Or both? Okay.
League, I'm like bronze 2. It's bad. TFT, I'm better.
Water 5?
Yeah, whatever it is really low. TFT is different. I think I just do better at slower paced strategy games. That applies to card games and TFT. But last season was the first season I had ever applied myself to TFT, so I'm excited to play again. But people don't like to watch me stream that either. So
a lot of people don't seem to watch that because Ali Eldrazi also streams that every once in a while, and people just like completely leave his channel.
So does Ash Lizzle. Ash Lizzle streams that too.
Really? I didn't know she plays it too.
Yeah, I've seen her on it a little bit lately. You know who else plays it is Nessa. Nessa Meow Meow plays TFT. I don't know if she streams it, but she's on it every time I log on. She's playing TFT. So I'm hoping maybe I'll play with her. Yeah.
Nessa's awesome. I haven't talked to her in a long time.
We're actually, I was in a meeting with a collaboration sort of potential business venture Thursday, and there was a bunch of people in that meeting, and Nessa was in there, and I was like, I know that person. So I'm excited to maybe work with her on some stuff coming up.
Spoiler? Is there a spoiler?
Not really. I don't know if she's revealed she's working on it, but I haven't really talked about it. It's just some box breaking. I'm gonna work with an app that does like a lot more box breaking, sealed product sales kind of thing.
Huh.
I've done some box breaking on Twitch before with a decent amount of success, but this is a platform that focuses more on that specifically. So the people are there to buy stuff, not watch streamers.
Oh, not to watch streamers and just buy the boxes?
It's like their focus is on like the live shopping experience. So they want to buy like box break content. They want you to open the packs for them and send them the stuff, but like
yes,
they're not as interested in like, I'm gonna watch my favorite streamer today. They're like, I want to buy some Magic content. Let's go find someone who's box breaking. And I've enjoyed box breaking on Twitch, but I'm just gonna try it out on the other platform and see how it does.
Yeah,
Booty
does really good on YouTube with it. I know that. Yeah.
Live streaming on YouTube.
No. What is his? I forgot what his. You probably know. He's like the biggest MTG channel. Not CGB, but
yeah.
Alpha Investments.
Yeah, Alpha Investments.
Do you know that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that guy does box breaking for his patrons.
Oh,
so
okay.
he'll sell boxes to his patrons for like a really, really good price.
Yeah.
And do it that way.
And then he breaks it. That's cool.
Yeah. But he's really entertaining when he's doing the box breaks.
Yeah.
I kind of want to learn from that, but it's different when you're streaming it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping I can bring, some personality to it, as well as selling the content. I just ordered like $1,000 worth of product and from someone who I know who has a store, and I'm going to try to sell it all for box breaking. We'll see how it goes. So
interesting.
Yeah. It's just something different that I enjoyed.
Gotta try different stuff all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you don't try different things, you have no idea what you're gonna like.
Yeah, I love to
really
mix it up. And I actually really like physical product. I think there's something really fun about the tactile experience of collector games and trading card games that people really like. So I'm excited to give it a shot.
Yeah. I'll do it for my tier 2 and tier 3 subs. That's the perk that I have. So if you're a tier 2 sub, you get a regular pack opened for you and then mailed to you. When you're a tier 3 sub, you get a collector's pack opened for you and sent to you.
Very neat.
So that happens whenever a standard set comes out. So it's just kind of like a thank you to those more dedicated subs. But that's the only box breaking that I ever do. And I don't know how successful it would be on my channel. So I don't know. If people would just buy a box, I don't know how many people would just do that.
Yeah, I mean, typically the way that I've run it is you sell, like, how many cards are in a pack? 15? Depends on the pack, right? I think it's 15.
12.
12, okay.
In the Crimson Vow one, yes.
I just sell, like, 12 slots in a spreadsheet, numbered 1 through 12. I open every pack. I shuffle the cards before I look at them. And then it's like, card 1, card 2, and it goes to the numbered person on the spreadsheet. So
interesting.
Yeah, not the same person gets all the rares because I'm shuffling them and mixing them, and it's like kind of random and fun. But on the new app, the way I'm gonna have to do it is pack by pack.
Wait, so you send individual cards to people?
I mean, I'm gonna send. Packs? They buy the whole. Yeah, I send individual cards. Yeah, but they're gonna get one card from every pack in the box, right? So.
Oh, interesting.
However many packs are in a box, they get their slot from every single pack.
That's fascinating.
It's a lot of fun. But on the new app, I'm going to have to do it. I can't sell slots. I'm going to have to do pack at a time, just the way that their like bidding system works. So I'm going to be like, here's the pack from Kamigawa. And then they bid on it, and then I open it and show them all the cards that they got and then mail it to them.
Yeah. Can I take that idea?
Yeah. I mean, that's how sports cards breakers do it, pretty much, in general. I got my inspiration from watching a channel called, I think it's called Cardboard Cocaine, honestly. They break sports cards all the time. I think that's the name of it.
Big basketball person. card.
Oh, it's upside down because I have this extension on. But
Hard work. Okay.
yeah.
All right, I'm looking.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun to do it that way.
Yeah.
Do it. I totally encourage it. I had a great time whenever we did it on Twitch, but it's a little
really
bit more
interesting.
difficult on Twitch because people aren't really there to buy product. So
Yes, exactly. And that's why I just give it to the regular subs that are already there.
yeah.
Because then I don't have to just wait there. I can't sell stuff like that.
Yeah.
It would have to be a beforehand thing.
Yeah, I did that too. I would do like
yeah,
a
it would have to be
pre-sale. I
planned.
would like put in Discord. I'd be like, if you want to buy it, like put your name on the spreadsheet, and then we'll open the box on stream.
Nice. Is your Discord poppin'?
My Discord is pretty poppin' as far as I'm literally in my Discord voice channel every night, like playing games pretty much. So people come in and
Really?
hang out and voice with me all the time.
Do you do that on stream?
No. No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Do you drag people in, or is that just open?
It's just open.
Oh, interesting.
Actually, we have a little crew of regulars who hang out like every night. There's like 6 or 7 people. We play games together and do stuff. But, every now and then new people venture in, and it's really exciting when they sort of like join our group of people that hang out. So it's fun.
Yeah, that's a really good way to get more people involved in the Discord server.
Yeah, it's nice.
There's so many.
You can
I
just
see so
people
many
in there.
Discord servers that are just dead all the time.
Yeah.
I've always tried to find out how people keep it alive.
I used to
other
not do
things with
it, and my Discord was really dead. But hanging out in the voice channel has been super helpful. I feel like past 8 o'clock, there's always going to be someone in my voice channel just like waiting for people to hang out with. So it's cool.
Yeah, because once you're in there all the time, it'll
Yeah.
encourage people
Yeah.
to just join in waiting for other people.
The nicest thing is
That
that
is-
sometimes if I'm not in there, they're in there like hanging out with each other because they know each other now,
Exactly.
and they hang out and chill and play games together. So it's great.
Yeah. That's so smart. Learn from so many people.
Little things.
I love
they
it.
add up.
I love it. It is little things, but it's little things that make such a big impact that you don't think about.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to play games in it, but I could definitely
It's
hang
like
out.
my free
talk
time.
shit.
My free time is like midnight to whenever I go to sleep. And I'm usually going to be playing a casual game or a game for fun during that time.
Mhm.
But I'm always going to be in my Discord when I'm doing it.
That's awesome. Do you have a custom URL for your Discord?
I don't think so.
Are you gonna?
How many
are you gonna shout
nitro
out your Discord?
boosts do you have to have? I don't think I have enough.
14?
Yeah, I don't have enough. I never told people to boost it. I didn't really care that much about the custom URL, so.
Yeah, I ended up boosting my own.
Nice.
I had some other people boost it, and then I just finished it off by doing it myself. I was like, you know what? I'll just finish it.
Yeah,
But it makes it so much easier to have people join.
that's true.
you
Maybe
have the
I'll
custom
boost
URL.
it myself. I'm like
Because then you
3
don't
out
have
of
to say
7
exclamation
boosts.
mark Discord. I mean, it's fine to do it when you're in chat, but
Yeah,
if
it's
you're
hard.
trying to advertise it or something, it just looks more
It does
professional
look better.
when you have it.
Yeah,
It's like discord.gg/Emma.
yeah.
However many.
I'm sure Emma is taken, but
Emma's right.
Emmaskyeward is never
probably
taken
is.
on anything. It's great.
It's got to be unique, right?
It's pretty unique, so I'm really fortunate that I get to like lock it down all over the place.
Yeah. Strider Stone is pretty unique too, which is nice.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's pretty accessible.
Yeah, luckily my parents were at least halfway creative with my name.
I mean, that's where my name came from too, because Kai is my
Oh,
middle
really?
name. So, yeah,
Oh,
that's how I got
well,
there.
Strider is my middle name.
Oh,
so,
clever. See,
yeah.
got there with
Starting
middle
with
names.
the S's. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
yeah. I got a list from my mom recently of like possible names that I could have been named for my first name, and they were all cooler than my first name, which is Emma.
Really?
So I was really mad.
Which
I was
ones?
like, wow, you really cheated me. Montana, that's a cool name. Wynn, like Wynn, was on there. Fear, like Fier. Like, these are all
Now,
cooler than Emma.
Were they
Like,
going to
why
keep
didn't
the
I get
same middle
this?
name? Were you going to be Win Sky?
I don't know. It might have had a different middle name if they changed the first name. But yeah, I wound up with Emma. So it's okay. Could have been Montana.
I was going to be Marie if I was a girl.
Oh.
That's all I know.
I would have been Eli if I was a boy.
That's an odd name. Are you Russian? Is that
No.
a Russian thing? That's a Russian
No.
thing, right?
No, not at all. Actually, I have no idea where my dad's from, so I guess it's possible, but I don't think he knows either.
Somewhere over there. Somewhere over there.
Somewhere
all
where
over the
like
place.
generic white people came from. That's where my dad
Yeah,
came
that's
from.
pretty much where I'm from.
Yeah.
I'm from White.
Yeah, literally. My mom, we know. My dad, just fucking white people.
Yep, that's the same exact thing for me.
Yeah.
The way my parents did their naming scheme was super weird. So my eldest sister's name is Stephanie Ann, and then
Okay.
my middle sister is Ann Michelle,
Oh.
and my youngest sister is Michelle Marie, and then I would have been Marie if I was a girl.
Wow.
Which is so
They
weird.
reused the names?
Yeah,
Are
right?
they
Is that
running
cringe
out
or
of
what?
names? Like, what happened? They just couldn't think
yeah.
of anymore?
Yeah, my parents are so old. There wasn't names didn't exist that long.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's such a weird thing. It's a unique thing. I don't know anybody who's ever done that
I
before. I
don't
think my parents are
either.
the only ones. I've never heard of that, and I'm.
It
Yeah,
works.
that's weird. Yeah, I guess so. They stopped. They stopped when they had me. They're like, we want a boy. That's all.
Yeah. Well, they got a boy, and
Finally.
good.
Yes.
My parents had me one child, and I was perfect. They never needed any more.
That makes sense.
Only child syndrome.
That's why is it so accurate?
I
It's
know.
so
It is, though. It is accurate.
like all the time.
Yeah.
Every single one. Every single one of you.
Every
Always the
single
same.
one. Yeah. No,
You
my
always have to
parents
watch
were
out for them.
older when I was born. My mom was 40. And she was kind of hitting the limit on, like, we're going to have kids or now, or it's probably not happening. So I was
that
the
makes
only
sense.
one that they could have. I
That or
believe.
adopt. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Are you gonna have kids? I guess too early if you only have a boyfriend.
I don't want them, but if I do have them, I want to adopt. But every man I've ever met, and I also tweeted about this, is really invested in like continuing his bloodline, specifically like his bloodline rather than adopting. And it's like not a problem. It's just a weird thing to me because my bloodline sucks. I have cancer on both sides of my family, diabetes on both sides of my family, like bad genetic health. So
yeah.
it's just a weird thing that I don't understand. But
I haven't really thought about it that much because I think I've definitely heard that people saying that, and that's just a weird way to think. Like,
it's
what do you
not
want
a
to do in your life?
problem.
I want to continue my bloodline. What?
It's not like
wait,
a negative
wait, what?
thing. It's just different than anything I've ever thought about.
Right? Yeah, exactly. It's just a weird thing to think about.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I don't know
My
if I have.
boyfriend is invested in having his own children if he has kids, and I don't want to have my own children. And I think we're on agreement on that for now, at least. But
Yeah,
would like
as long
to
as you
adopt.
set the boundary.
yeah,
As long as you
said
set a boundary
what
there.
I was gonna do. I was like, I'm not having
That's good.
my own kids, but maybe we'll get around to talking about adopting a kid one day.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe after he proposes. It depends on how big the ring is, right? I'm just kidding.
I think marriage is a scam.
Marriage is it is a scam. It's the biggest scam.
I think
I was engaged
specifically
once.
the
That was
wedding
a nightmare.
industry is a scam. But I mean, I like the idea of committing yourself to someone, but the wedding industry is a monster.
It's so expensive. Just go to the court, get married, get the benefits, and you're
Yeah,
good.
I know. Yeah.
You're good.
My friends did
But people
that,
don't
and then
want
they
that.
had like a party reception at a bar. I think they got like table service or whatever it is at the bar club, and it was really nice. And that was their party.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
fun. They did like courthouse wedding, and then like everyone comes to the club, and it was great.
Nice.
That was it. It was super fun. I had an amazing time at their wedding.
Did the parents go and everything?
Yes, their parents came.
Grandma,
To the club.
let's go, Grandma.
I think they had dinner.
Break it down.
I think they had dinner at a restaurant for like people who didn't want to go to the club, and then everybody else went to the club. So it was fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds like a birthday.
Right.
It really does.
Birthdays
Yeah,
are more
it
fun than
sounds like a
weddings,
fantastic birthday.
usually. So
Most of the time, yeah. I have been to some awesome weddings though. Some
True.
weddings are awesome. Like
True.
gay weddings. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started. Gay weddings are the best.
yes.
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't. Oh my gosh, gay weddings are best. I don't care who you are. Gay weddings are the best. I don't care how amazing your wedding was. It doesn't compare. Gay weddings are hands down. They're hilarious. I love
Yeah.
them.
Anyway, so that was my side rant on how I feel about
Oh, yeah.
marriage and weddings.
I don't even know what we were talking about anything.
We were talking about kids and being an only child, and
Yes.
Here we
Well, I
are.
know that, so I don't know what we were talking about before
I
that.
don't
Like, how did we
remember.
get here?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how we get anywhere.
It's fine.
Everything weird happens here. It's just anything goes.
It's all good.
Yeah. So what's your favorite thing to do in San Diego? I've only been there a couple times.
In San Diego?
Yeah. Or
I've
San
been-
Francisco. Sorry. Oh my gosh,
Okay,
I
I
meant
was
San
gonna say
Francisco.
I've been to San Diego
I
once.
don't know.
It was great.
I don't like San Diego.
Um,
I've been there too many times.
San
I'm over it.
Francisco.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really cool like nightlife and clubs. Obviously, they've been kind of shut down because of COVID. But if you like that kind of thing, the goth clubs here are really cool. I
Really?
love
Wait,
that
you're a goth?
scene.
You're a goth kid?
I mean, I'm like a casual goth. I'm like a lazy goth kid. I wear like
Wait.
sweatpants
Okay.
and band
Wait.
tees.
Wait, explain this. Okay. What is a lazy goth?
Lazy goth is like my whole wardrobe is black, but it's mostly t-shirts at this point. I've traded in my like big goth boots for sneakers, and it's okay. It's fine.
Boots are awesome though.
I know. I actually want a pair again. I finally decided I'm gonna buy another pair. So
I don't have goth boots anymore. I have different boots. They're more high tops. I don't have boots. I have high tops now.
yeah, I have Doc Martens.
Okay.
I wear them all the time, but they're not really goth boots. They're like
Yeah, those aren't really goth.
regular boots.
My goth style changed a lot. I got into more like the lighter colors.
Okay. I
So
never
it's
got
not
that
like-
point.
It's weird. Hold on. These.
Ooh, I like those. Those are cool.
Yeah.
I'd wear those.
So they got like straps on them, which I really
Yeah.
like. But then you can have a shirt or pants that also has some
Yeah.
straps like this on it. It has a really good accent.
That's cool.
So these are really, really nice. To
I
go
like
to the goth
those.
clubs or whatever.
I love buckles.
I have ones with buckles that have lights on the bottom, so when you step, it's like beep beep.
The more buckles, the better. The more like unnecessary straps and buckles, the more I like a piece of clothing, probably. Yeah, I rate that pretty
It's very
high.
hot
I
topic
have
ish. I was the same way.
A lot of clothing with chains and buckles and pointless pieces of accoutrements that I enjoy. I'm looking at my closet that I like a lot.
I love my wardrobe. It's fantastic.
I do, but I also own a lot of t-shirts that are black, and I wear them a lot regularly.
Nice.
Just
If you like,
tees
I
and
might have to
sweatpants.
send you a shirt then.
Are they
because-
cool? Let me see.
Yes, absolutely. Since you're a designer, you're actually going to like it
Okay.
because you're a designer.
Okay.
it's my brand. I'm gonna say
Okay.
that. So I am biased. I will say that I'm biased.
But do they come in a crop top? When I made my brand for my like stream, I was like, it has to have crop tops. The only important thing is that it has to come in a crop top.
Maybe I might be able to get it into a crop. I could
I'll wear it as
Maybe?
a tee. I was just saying, like, if it comes in a crop top, that's even cooler.
Well, I also have hoodies, like a zip-up hoodie and a pullover hoodie, or a long sleeve shirt. I have that stuff too.
I think a classic, like, short sleeve tee. I wear a ton of these, just like fucking regular short sleeves, but crop tops also are where it's at.
I have those, but I don't think. Show me a picture of what crop, because there's a lot of different crop tops. It looks like
it's gonna be upside down because of my Google browser. I'll send it to you later. Everything is upside down.
All right. There's definitely. Oh, I will definitely find one. There is something here somewhere.
Yeah. But yeah, the goth clubs in San Francisco are cool. The city itself is cold. It's windy. It's overcast. That's why I live south of the city.
Is it really different there?
Yeah, it's 10
Being
degrees
south of it?
different. Yeah, almost always. So.
It's a big difference.
Yep. 5 to 10 at least. I lived in San Francisco proper when I first moved here. I think I lasted for like 2 months and then I left. I was like, I'm moving south. Get me out of here.
Where did you move from then? It's a big move just to go to San Diego. You don't have to dox yourself.
I grew up in the South. I grew up in Georgia. I left Georgia to live both overseas and in upstate New York where it snows. I hated that. And, that's cool. I love that. That's so much fun.
Yeah. So it's an all over.
Yeah, I love it. I love an all over print.
Yeah. The person that did it is like the lead concept designer, or one of them for Ubisoft.
What's their name? What's her name?
I forgot. It's French. She works in France.
Does she work in France or does she work in Montreal?
France.
Okay. I probably don't know her then. I am also at Ubisoft.
Are you?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But I don't work regularly with anyone in France. I work with people in Montreal all the time.
I know her. Maybe. I don't know. I think she's like 99.999% sure she's in France.
Okay.
Now I can't find her name. Did my DMs not go that far back? What happened?
All right.
What is this? What is going on? I'll have to find it sometime. Yeah, she's amazing though.
Yeah.
I wanted her to do some other stuff, but she got super busy, because Ubisoft,
Yeah, we make games.
She really wanted to do things. Yeah, she really wanted to do some merch stuff, and I was like, awesome, dude, you should do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It turned out really nicely.
It is. It's very
it a lot.
cool. It looks great.
Yeah, thank you. But I wanted everything to be focused on the art, and that's why when you said you were an artist, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, I love
What
these.
kind of art do you do? You should do. If you're trying to design some merch, I have some work for you, possibly.
Work. I do not take commission work ever. Yeah, I know.
That makes sense. I've dealt with so many artists, and I hate all of them. Almost all of them. That's why I had to go to the top. Like, Ubisoft, save me.
I'm not inspired outside of work. I spend so much creative brain power making really cool things for my job that I'm proud of. But outside of work, I'm like, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to make my brain work right now. So
yeah,
it's hard.
I feel that. It's the same with computers with me, I think. People are like, hey, can you help me fix my computer? I'm like,
no.
I mean, I can. I don't really want to.
Yeah.
Could I not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I moved out of the snow, and then I moved to California. I was like, I'm getting out of the snow. So I came here, and I went in San Francisco proper, and I hated it, and then I moved like 15 minutes south.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
It seems like almost the same as Seattle-ish. I feel like it's the same, but it's probably way different.
I've only been to Seattle.
Have you? You've only been to Seattle. I've only been to San Fran a couple times, so it's hard to say. I lived in Linwood, which was like 30 minutes north of Seattle, which kind of, it's like a 10-degree different all the time.
Yeah.
And it never snowed there. It was really nice. It was always overcast. It was night. It was just misty all the time. So it was perfect.
San Francisco,
really
the
rained.
fog has a name because it's always foggy. His name is Carl.
Really?
So everyone's
This is the
like,
first time I've ever
Carl's
heard
really
about this.
thick today. Or, there's a billboard near me that's like, Carl's rolling in, grab a beer. It's like a Michelob ad or something. And yeah.
Come here while you're driving.
Yeah, I don't know. So everybody knows about Carl.
I had never heard about that. That's
Yeah.
because
Because it's always
That's weird.
foggy. So.
That's funny. Cool. Yeah, I think that's it. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I talked over in my mouth for like 2 hours.
I know. I can't believe it was 2 hours. I thought it was like an hour and a half.
No. I always have things to talk about, but I don't have anything like
I know, me
specific.
too.
I don't really come with anything specific either, though. I was like, I'm just going to come and run my mouth and talk about magic and content and the things that I love. So.
Exactly. That's
I did
exactly
that.
what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. Usually we touch on magic a little bit, and then I just try to go off into other things because everybody talks about magic all the time when they're streaming. Like, can we talk about? Oh, we could talk about other stuff because nobody gets to talk about their life and how things are going and like what they're doing and.
What are your hobbies outside of talking about magic and content? Like, what do you do to unwind?
What do I do to unwind?
Better question. What do you do to get away from the computer? Because I know you work on the computer and then you do content on the computer. So.
All right. So, how familiar are you with my brand or my content? Let's start with that.
I'm going to give myself like a 5 out of 10.
Okay. So, I have sex to unwind. That's what I do.
I feel like
that's
I had
basically
a vague
what I do
idea
to get
about
away.
This.
Yeah.
I feel like
I have to. That's what I have to do. I'll go fucking crazy if it's bad. It's probably an addiction. It's probably not good, but I go crazy. I can't. It's bad. I know. I'm not like a sleazeball. It's not that level. I'm not that kind of person. Yeah. No.
That is a really good way to get away from your computer.
It really is, and it's a great motivation. It's
great exercise too.
True.
I could avoid going to the gym if I got more invested in having sex, but
you should. You have a boyfriend.
I know. It's actually I'm like the least sexy person anyone has ever met, which is funny because I get sexualized all the time. But I'm like the most boring person. I mean, me and my boyfriend have a really fun and exciting sex life, but beyond that, I'm like so boring. It's not even funny. I'm like, why do you guys sexualize me? I get like I can't even watch sex scenes on TV. I get nervous. Like what?
Oh my gosh.
Like why am I the one who's sexualized all the time?
It's funny. This brings me back to Amaranth. I was watching. I went to a new MTG streamer that I met a couple months ago, probably 2 or 3 months ago. Her name is Lilbo Peaches. Have you seen her?
I have not.
All right, she's a new female streamer. She's amazing. She's really, really talented. She's definitely going places. But I jumped into her stream, and she was actually watching an Amaranth like documentary on YouTube, and she was talking like right when I jumped in there. She's like, "I've only had 2 sex partners," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And then I thought about it, and I was like, obviously, because you have 0 time for any of that shit. There's absolutely no way.
She's married, so, like,
Is she?
Guess
I
that
actually
makes
didn't know that.
sense. I'm pretty sure she's
I
married.
didn't know.
Yeah.
Is she? Oh, I had no
I
idea.
think so. I'm like
That also makes
90%
sense.
positive. Yes. I think her husband is like one of her biggest producers and like helps her with her content and things like that. So,
Oh, that makes a ton of sense.
yeah.
He's probably one of the ones that does her DMs and messages.
Probably.
I would probably. It's a lot. Most of the high level content creators hire people to do all their DMs and stuff.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Sorry, dreamers. You're anybody who slides into a girl's DM, you're probably talking to a guy. Sorry to break it to you. You're probably so sorry. Sorry in advance. Spoiler
I used
alert.
to answer every single message I got because on Instagram especially, it's part of the engagement metric. If you respond to messages, Instagram boosts your content.
Yeah.
But I can't do it anyway. There's too many.
It's too many. Yeah. How many followers do you have on Instagram?
25,000.
Jesus. And you're at
24,000,
like 15K on Twitch?
I think I'm at like 11K on Twitch, 12K on Twitter, 10K on Facebook, 20K on TikTok. I think. So adding it all together, it's like 70,000, but I'm sure some of them are overlapped.
Then YouTube is
Like 1,000. My
You're
YouTube is
partnered on YouTube?
terrible. My YouTube
Oh
is
my
absolute
gosh.
garbage.
When did you start your YouTube?
Like
Now I gotta
4
find.
years, 4 years ago.
We were gonna wrap this up. Now I got sidetracked.
Okay, it's fine.
We tried to end. We
It's
tried.
okay.
I don't know how much
Sorry.
time you have, but now I'm sidetracked.
It's fine. I eventually have to test a magic deck, but
Ooh, what magic deck are you testing?
I'm testing a Nihilist and Standard that I'm pretty excited about. I am playing in the VMLs again this season, and deck lists are due tomorrow at noon. So I need to find a Standard list before tomorrow.
Is the VMLs the girls only?
Yeah, it's for women and people of marginalized gender. So yeah, I'm playing in that. This is my fourth
Who won
season.
last season?
Arya again. Arya won like 3 seasons in a row now.
What a fucking cheater.
She's really good.
She's a fucking cheater.
She double queues tournaments and wins them both.
What?
Yeah, she just like double queues
How?
things
How
on
do
Melee
people do
and then
this?
like wins both tournaments. She's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
She's so talented.
Wait, when is the tournament? Is the tournament tomorrow?
So the way the VML structures it is it's like a week long, several weeks long. You play 1 game a week. You schedule it on your own time.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And report results.
That's like the old Counter-Strike days. That's what it reminds me of.
I really like that format. It's better for me than
so
getting up
much better
at
of a
7
format.
a.m. Pacific time to play. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah, that's amazing. Especially if both people are like decent human beings.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
will not play at your time. Like, okay, calm
I've never
down.
had that problem ever, so it's been fine. But I gotta finish testing this Nihilist, and I'm hoping I like it. I'm hoping it turns out well because I don't want to play Jeskai Hinata.
Have you? Okay, I have a combo that I found today
Ooh.
that I don't think anybody has played with yet.
Ooh.
Technically, 2 combos that nobody's played with yet.
Say more.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, hold on. I don't remember the card name, so I find it.
Fuck.
One of them is Blood on the Snow.
Yes.
The other one is Kyrie Irving. That's what I named it.
What?
Do you know? I don't know if you follow basketball at all.
No. Do I look like I know anything about sports?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't even really watch that. But it's the blue dragon spirit. It's like Kyrie. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Let me look at my
It-
collection.
It's
Kyrie.
that one.
Let's look at not
Kairi. The swirling
Kyrie,
sky.
the swirling sky. Yeah, I'm looking at
Yes. So it's this with Blood on the Snow.
it. That seems expensive. You're returning this?
Yes.
You're returning Kyrie with Blood on the Snow?
Yeah, so what you do is you put Kyrie on the battlefield, and then if they don't destroy it. You can swing in, do whatever. You Blood on the Snow, destroy all creatures. Bring back Kari. Kari mills 6 cards, and then you get to return 2 instants and or sorceries. So you return Blood on the Snow. And then you attack with Kari the next turn, and then you Blood on the Snow to blow it up. Mill, you can just bring back it's infinite board wipes. And then you
Blood
get
on the Snow with the
instant.
full cost is
6.
6.
6 snow sources. But I don't know what other snow sources are available, like Snow Ramp. Yeah, I was using Replicating Ring, so that helped.
Yeah.
Obviously, because it can go crazy. I was also using one of the ones that's only in Historic, but
I mean, I guess
Cold
you could
Steel
do
Heart.
like a Dimir deck. It would be fine, just blue.
Yeah,
box,
exactly.
Snowlands.
That's what I was running. It was
Kyrie,
working
I wonder
out
what Kyrie
fantastically. It was working out
Kyrie
fantastically.
is 6, so Kyrie would just come right back with, it works. It works.
Exactly. It did.
Those are
and
my
it was,
2 least favorite colors in Magic, though.
People were very upset with me when I was doing it.
I'm
I was
upset just
laughing
thinking about it.
Yeah. The one's Historic, but it's Hinata and Dance of the Mance.
I gotta read Dance.
You played Hinata.
I've played Hinata. Dance of the Mance.
So it's spells you cast cost 1 colorless for each target.
1 colorless.
And then Dance of the Mance.
Ooh, is X colorless.
Yeah, so Dance of the Mance is then.
So we could bring back that Esper Dance deck and run.
Yes.
Oh, it has to be just Guy now though for Hinata.
Yes. Well, and I mean, there's lots of ways to get another color, especially in Historic. Because if you're running Solstice,
deck ran those like golden egg stuff too, and I think those gave you color options.
Yeah, or you can run Solstice. I was doing a lot of like draw discard just to get everything in there. You use Omen of the Sea because you can draw from it, and then you can scry to also put it in the graveyard. But yeah, it's Dance the Mance. You do 2 mana, and then you target all of your enchantments, and it's just 2 mana Dance the Mance for a bajillion if you want.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
It was a really funny concept. I haven't tried it yet, but I feel like it could. I feel like it could be good.
I think so. Unfortunately, my tournament is standard, so I gotta run a standard list. But maybe I'll mess around.
Blood on the Snow plus Kyrie Irving. Yeah.
Ugh, blue and black.
Okay, what's your favorite color combo?
Green. Just green.
Just green.
Now,
what's your favorite creature then?
I've
Is it
played
Torvar?
a bunch of Gruul. Gruul is like my favorite combo. I wind up playing Gruul decks whenever it's an option, or a mono green list if Gruul isn't an option.
So you're a Gruul Shaman player?
I didn't really play Shamans. I played Gruul back when that like Riot deck was really popular.
Oh, that was a good deck.
I played mono green last season because it was really good, and yeah.
Do you know Rumty?
Yeah, of course I know
Yeah,
Rumty.
the mono green god.
Yeah.
I love Rumty.
Oh yeah.
He's one of my favorite people. Sucks that he had to cut back on streaming a lot.
He's
really
busy.
Cool. He's super nice.
Busy
oh
guy.
yeah. I mean, he's a teacher and he wrote a book.
Yeah. Imagine
like
writing a
gamifying
whole
teaching.
ass book.
No, I don't want to.
I don't want to either.
I would prefer not to. I would really prefer not to.
If I think about it, that means I'm gonna have to add it to my list of things to do. So I can't think about it.
I'm not interesting enough to write a book.
Welcome to overachieving like a bandit.
I know. My life is so weird that nobody would believe it. There's so many random ass things.
You
in life
too? The more I talk about my
Yes.
life, the more I sound like a compulsive liar.
Exactly, right? We should have talked about this.
It's like I was homeschooled.
have
I
this
went to
conversation.
college at the age of 14. I lived in Japan. Like, I have all this bullshit about my life that doesn't make any sense. And people are like, are you lying? I'm like, I might as well be at this point. I'm just making it up as I go.
Mine's a little bit different. I've almost died 3 times.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Somebody accused me of raping them when I was in a different state.
That doesn't
Or
work.
trying to. Like breaking into their house. And
That
yeah,
doesn't work.
that was
I don't think
that was a
that
weird
works.
event. No, it didn't.
Yeah.
That was very weird. Because my friends called me because she was at the party that my friends were at. My friends called me. They're like, "Hey, where are you right now?" I was like, "In Washington." They're like, "Amy's here." She said that you tried to break into her house last night and rape her. I was like, "What?"
That's so
So they kicked her out of the house because she's fucking crazy apparently, and nobody.
Man.
I guess not crazy. I have no idea
I
what
hope
the fuck
she
was wrong
wasn't
with her.
going through some crazy. I'm always sympathetic for difficult situations and things like that, but it is also hard when
Yeah.
obviously it's something you couldn't have done, like, and it's
Yeah,
it's
but looking
hurtful
back to when we were
you.
actually dating,
Yeah.
it's like kind of obvious. Now that I have more experience and time in the world, I
Yeah.
understand more.
Yeah.
And like
And
talking to
men
more
can
people.
absolutely be like victimized by toxic relationships and crazy
Yeah.
fucking partners too. So
Yeah. And then like I met my ex-fiance in a 3-way,
oh, that's exciting.
and then she tried to get me to kill her. And that was interesting.
Oh my
And
god,
that, my life is weird.
I love
My
it.
life is weird.
I love it.
My life is
My
weird.
life is weird
Okay.
too, in a different way. But I,
Yeah.
the spectrum of existences that like people live on is so interesting, and just like crazy
really
things
is.
that have happened to other people.
Everything is so weird. I don't know.
That's
life
why
is
we have
life is
therapy,
life.
because
I
of all
know.
the weird
I
shit that
feel-
happens.
I feel like I want to go to therapy just to see what's going on, but
It's
I
hard to
almost
find a
feel
good
like-
therapist.
I almost feel that everyone should go to therapy.
Everyone should go to therapy.
Even if you're not fucked up.
Yeah,
Because I think maybe everyone is a little bit fucked up.
it's nice to
maybe.
have someone to talk to. Just in
Yeah,
general.
kind of. Because I don't know, I've said it a couple of times, but I never truly knew what I wanted to do in life, or I never was really actively doing it until I was 31. So I think that was that 3 years ago or 4 years ago? I don't know. 3 or 4 years
I don't
ago.
know how old I am.
I really don't. But I remember it was 31. So I didn't know until then what I really wanted to do. And then from then, I didn't know what true happiness was. And like I was never depressed. I never really had depression. Like there was obviously shitty things that happen in life.
Right.
That happens with everybody, right? But I was never like depressed. I was never a depressing person. But after that happened, I was like, whoa, this is happiness. This is what living is. I had no idea. I had no idea that this was a thing. And so now I look at life and I'm just like, okay, I didn't even exist for the first 30 years of my life. I am 4 years old right now. This
Yeah.
is what it feels like. Life is
Right?
just starting.
Yeah.
Just now starting to experience everything. Have you had that revelation?
I don't know if I've had like quite that revelation, but I'm definitely like a different person than I was when I was 18. Like totally different person. I mean, I recognize myself at that age because it contributed to like who I am now, but
Yeah.
I was like fucking crazy. And it's just weird to think about like how much you can change as a human and how much your interests can change and your
So weird.
lifestyle can change and things like that in a span of, I mean, I'm closer to 30 than I am to 20. Nobody knows exactly how old I am, and that's fine.
I can
but-
guess.
My life has changed a lot since then, so.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I always wonder if people have those revelations or those moments in life, or if it's just me. There's got to be
I
other
wouldn't
people.
say that. I mean, I think there's a lot of people who do, but I wouldn't say I've had like a point where I'm like, oh my god, things are different
Yeah,
now.
it was just overnight. Like I had one of those reflections on your life. You know, you just look back and you see
Yeah.
everything, and then you look at where you're at right now, and then you see everything that is going to happen in the future. Like, you can actually see yourself doing it. It's not one of those, this is what I want to do. Oh,
Right.
yeah, I can kind of see myself. It's not a fantastical thing anymore. They're like, this is actually what I'm doing. I'm
Yeah.
doing this. This is the vision I have, and I'm doing it. Like, it's fucking weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
but
know.
I always
think a
want
lot of
to
people
find
have a
that.
moment like that. I haven't really had one. I don't know if it's going to happen. Maybe it will one day, or maybe I'm just
I hope everyone
changing
has
who
that.
I
It
am
was-
all the time. That's okay too.
Which is good. You have to change in order to find out what kind of person you want to be.
Yeah,
I think.
absolutely.
You really do. But being a positive person, always wanting to be positive, helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But I'm
figuring
negative.
out who you want to be. I think this is important as like a content creator or an influencer too. It's like figuring out who you want to be to other people is a bizarre thing that you have to consider, but it makes a big impact on even your own like personality in your private life. When you really like,
Do you have a persona online? Are you a different person?
No, I don't. I'm the same person.
Do you play it up? Do you play it up on the
No.
camera?
I've been told
See,
I
either.
should. I've been told
Yeah,
that there's an ideal
think you're
persona for
supposed
me.
to.
And a couple of creators have told me what it is, and I can't do it. A couple of creators who are much larger than me have told me that I should be the villain, and that I would be a really good villain of like MTG.
What?
And I can't do it. I can't bring
How?
myself to like be that bitch. I just can't.
How?
I'm
Yeah.
struggling. I'm. Like,
Do
I
we
get-
do we have that bitch?
No,
Does that
I think
exist?
that's why they think that we need like that bitch for Magic, and that it would be a really good niche for me. But
I mean, Voxy doesn't take shit.
But Voxy's not a bitch. Like I would never.
She
look
definitely
at Voxy and
isn't.
be like,
Voxy's
"That's a
amazing,
bitch."
but I would
She's
never call her
so
bitch. But if
sweet.
you piss her off, she's gonna call you out. And she's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
treat you like the piece of shit you are.
Absolutely.
Like
but
Voxy
she's-
doesn't take shit, and she's like, "Hey, you can't let people walk over you.
Oh,
You
no.
can't let people treat you like shit." And I'm like,
Yes.
"Let's go,
Voxy's a
Voxy. Let's
queen.
fucking go."
But she's almost like too hype to be a villain because she
All
has
the
so
ti-
much
yeah.
energy.
Yeah. She... What's a hyperactive villain? Is there a good
I don't
hyperactive?
know. Not really. There's no
Like the
good
Joker?
example.
Is she the Joker?
She's not dark enough to be the Joker. Jeez.
No, she definitely isn't. Were you
But
there
I
for
don't
all
know.
the Zan Syad drama that was happening for a while?
Which Zan Syed drama? There's like Zan Syed drama.
Exactly.
Every 3 months.
Yeah. Did you watch his video where he was talking about it?
No. I don't
He was
care
like-
about him enough.
I loved it. I ate it up. I
Did
loved
you?
it. So his video, he said that I will be the Joker to your Batman, or I will be the Lex Luthor to your Superman. Like if you It was the cringiest thing ever. Like Zan and I
Yeah.
get along, but he knows that I called him cringy as fuck. So every time I bring up Zan, I don't call him Zan, I call him Lex Luthor.
Oh, that's funny. That's a good one. I have
I'm
never
like, this week we
interacted
had
with
Lex
Zan on a
Luthor.
personal level. We've never talked and we've never interacted, and that is fine. I am okay with that.
Yeah.
I feel like if he doesn't know about me existing, my life is easier.
You're
So,
probably accurate. Yeah.
I'm good with that.
I think
I
you
don't hate
have
him.
to
I
make
have
fun of him.
I have like
Yeah, I think you
no
have to make fun of
relation
him
to
a little bit for him to be just like okay with you,
I just
or for him to not know you.
if he doesn't know about me, I'm fine. Like that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Is there any MTG streamer that you haven't reached out or is there any current MTG streamer that you really look up to that you want to collab with or just want to talk to that you either haven't tried to reach out to or they ignored you or they just ignore everybody? I don't know if that makes sense at all.
Definitely not a case of someone ignoring me, but actually Voxy is someone who I have never worked with. I've met her in person. We've hung out, and I've literally never worked with her. Like, we've never done streams together. I never talked to her on Twitter. I don't DM her. I don't message her on Instagram. And I feel like almost every other girl in the community, like, I have DMs with at some point. Like, we've talked about something. And I just don't talk to Foxy. And I don't know why, because, like, I like her a lot. We had a great time when we hung out. There's no reason for it. It's just never happened.
I think it took Amy a while to get Foxy to do so. I think it took like a week. So Amy would be like, Foxy, let's play a game or something. I don't know if she just couldn't get into the DMs or whatnot, but there was always clips about her trying to get Foxy to do something with her. And so I kept putting it because I have these clip shows, and every time I saw the clip, I would put it in the video and just tag Foxy every time. Be like, Foxy, do something with Amy.
It's my fault because I've never messaged her. I mean, she's never messaged me, but I've never messaged her. It's never happened. Yeah. That's okay. It's just like, I feel like we're friends. Like, you know, you have good vibes with someone and you're like, we're friends, even though we've never talked to each other. Except that one time we met in person, but.
Yeah. There's a lot of super cool people out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that have come and go in the Magic community, which is really sad.
Yeah.
Over the years. They're like, you see talent. They're growing, and then they just leave. It's just because it's life, or they don't know how much time investment for nothing it is.
For nothing.
For nothing.
Yeah.
I don't want to say nothing, because that sounds like the support isn't wanted or needed, because it is. But it's definitely accepted, and we are grateful. Everybody's grateful for the support that you give, but people make streaming out to be a glorified millionaire thing with it's not that way. Like, I think I don't know if I think I brought up the stats to you, but it was 5 in every 15,000 people that hit the go live button make the U.S. federal minimum wage of like $15,500.
Yeah.
And out of those 5 people, 3 of them make the minimum or the average wage of 75, which is, I mean, that's a really low number. That's a really low number of people. 3 people out of 15,000 make the average. It's so
Think of all those hours, like those 15,000 people are streaming hours and producing content, and I mean, to varying degrees, of course, but like.
Yes. Yeah, definitely to varying degrees. That's a lot. And then especially if they're doing YouTube, it's not easy. It's not as easy and sounds glamorous as people make it out to be. But it is still fun.
It's really not glamorous. I think about like how easy it would be sometimes, and like I don't let things get to me very well, but there's like fucking subreddits dedicated to my teeth. It's hard. Like, people are mean. That's my favorite one. I love talking about that because it's like literally my favorite thing. If you search my gamer tag,
is it actually a thing?
If you search my gamer tag, it's like the 4th result on Google is like people talking shit about my teeth.
What?
Yeah.
Why do they? Okay.
I think it's hilarious. It's my favorite example. I use it all the time because I think it's so good. I think it's the perfect example of how people like find anything to complain about. But I think about like how many people wouldn't complain about my teeth if I wasn't a streamer. Like, how easy would my life be if I didn't put myself out in the public presence to have like
managed to clench her teeth to number 1.
It's always memes about my teeth. Always. And there's
but like, why? But it's clench your teeth? I don't get it.
It started with another meme about my teeth 2 years ago, and now it's
and of course
it's
on Free Magic.
Yeah, it's always on Free Magic.
It's cesspool full of
no, there's many memes about my teeth, and it's great. But just like, if I wasn't putting myself out there, I wouldn't see that. Like, I would not be. People wouldn't publicly like say weird shit about me. My life would be
That
so
is
much
really-
easier. I wouldn't have to know
So
that people
weird.
are out there, like, with my teeth living rent free in their head. Like, having to know that information is just weird.
It's funny though.
It is funny, but
I
making
don't even know what to
content
do with that.
opens yourself up to all sorts of like weird criticisms that it's hard not to at least occasionally hurt your feelings.
Yeah. Wait, what did they say? I'm still confused. Wait, what did they say about your
Okay, the
teeth?
original meme is
I'm way too involved in this conversation now. I must
the
know.
original meme is really terrible and involves another content creator, so I often don't like to share it, but it's like, who would win in a fight? It's like me and my teeth versus another content creator who has big teeth. And then all
so
of the
they're
comments
saying
are
you have
just
big
like,
teeth? Is that what
yeah,
it is?
and all of the comments are like,
Oh, okay.
are either of these people like actually women? It's like ugly fucking like bullshit about like being transgender or whatever. And it's like, I don't even understand. It's like, are we mad about teeth? Are we mad about trans people? Are we mad about women in content? Like, what are we mad about? I don't understand. And that was the original one. And then it was like all these animorphs of me turning into a horse, which was really fun. I love those. I have them all saved on my phone. And I'm like, this is really creative, actually. This one was pretty good. And then
That's
just memes
hilarious.
about my teeth. Teeth memes.
Nice.
It keeps coming
That
up.
reminds me of oh my gosh. What is that show? Oh my god. It's on MTV. It's hosted by Nick Cannon. Oh my god. Wild and Out.
Oh, yeah,
Wild and
Nick
Out.
Cannon.
There's a guy on there named Hitman Holla, and he used to have like really small teeth, I guess.
Yeah.
And then he replaced all of his teeth with like really big teeth.
Nice.
And they make fun of him for that all the time. They're like, first you had small teeth, now you got big. Baby boy, they didn't have those in a medium? Like, it makes me laugh every time. It's such a weird thing to make fun of somebody for. You got big teeth.
You got big teeth. And but yeah, it's like I really am out there like living rent free in people's heads for no reason except that I like go live on Twitch sometimes. That's bizarre.
So funny.
It's
That's
bizarre.
really funny. I kind of wish I was like that sometimes, but at the same time, I'm kind of scared because I see a lot of DMs, you know, because I do still have a lot of female friends in just the gaming world. Just because I was a semi-pro Counter-Strike player for like 8 years, then I did
you
Team
play for a
Fortress 2.
team? Did you play Go? What
I
era
played
of
no, I
Counter-Strike?
played Counter-Strike from beta 4 to 1.6.
Okay,
It was like old
Source.
school. No, it was before Source.
Before Source. Okay, 1.6.
Yeah.
Okay. My boyfriend
1.6.
played semi-competitive Counter-Strike, I think, in Source. So I'm always curious if, like, maybe you guys cross paths for Counter-Strike.
Maybe
That would be cool.
if he played before Source or if he played 1.6, because even when Source was competitive, 1.6 was still big.
I think he played before. I gotta ask. I'll message you later. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. But I played on Team Die mostly.
Team Die. I'm gonna ask him later.
Yeah, it was
I'm
D
sure he'll know.
exclamation mark E.
I'm sure he knows.
Yeah. But
it's like
that was fun.
you know what it's like
yeah.
then if you play something like semi-competitively or in the public space.
Yeah.
It's like
Yes.
weird.
But that was back when gaming was way frowned upon. I mean, we're talking like early mid 2000s.
Yeah.
It was like a long time ago.
My
And
headset's
then-
dying. Hold on.
Headset's dying. I know. I wonder if mine's dying.
I can hear you.
Mine's good. But yeah. So that was way long ago. And then it was Team Fortress 2. And then I went to League of Legends. I started that in beta. Went through season 1 to 2. And then I started casting. I did that for a couple years on my YouTube. And then I did like nothing in gaming for 5 years.
Sometimes you
Yeah.
gotta take a break.
Right? Feels like the only time I ever took a break. I don't know. What'd you do before gaming? You were just homeschooled? Just hung out?
Yeah, I did cosplay.
Oh, that's what you did before gaming?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Were
did
you,
a lot of cosplay.
wait, so you watched a lot of anime then, right?
No, all of my cosplays were from video games.
But you didn't play video games?
No, I didn't really play video games, but I did a bunch of video game cosplay. I guess it must have been around the same time that I started getting involved in gaming that I started doing cosplay. But I didn't really start gaming seriously until later. So
It's a little bit after. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of my friends in my late teens were interested in video games and cosplay, so I was like exposed to it.
Yeah.
And I liked crafting and constructions of stuff, so I did cosplay, and then I started playing League, and then I made a shit ton of League of Legends cosplays, just like pumping out League of Legends cosplays like a machine.
LeBlanc was my girl.
Oh yeah.
LeBlanc and Anivia. You can't really do an Anivia cosplay.
I have a half-finished LeBlanc cosplay in my basement that I may never finish.
Come on.
It's like almost done too. It's just sitting there. Maybe one day. I just pumped out.
I miss Zabricus. Zabricus was doing a lot of streaming, and then she was doing a lot of cosplay. She's not doing a whole lot anymore.
She
still
went
doing
through
some cosplay
some
stuff
life
right now.
shit. She had some bad life shit, and she's really, really getting it back together now and doing amazingly for herself, and I'm so happy.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I think one of my friends has a crush on Zabricus, and I'm so excited. I see him like sneakily liking all of her Instagram photos all the time, and I'm like, I see you. I screenshot it every time, and I'm like, I see
Don't act like
you.
I don't see that.
I see
Don't
it
act like I don't
every
see that.
time. It's like my secret like OTP. Like I shouldn't pair real life people, but like my cool friend and Zabricus would be amazing together. I should never pair real people because that's only how you get in trouble. But
that's actually true. That is super true. Because if something falls out, well, did they live close to each other?
No.
Okay, that's probably fine then.
Yeah. They have met. But yeah.
Ooh, that narrows down the pool.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think he's such a cool person, and she's so like cool and creative, and
yeah, she's
I
awesome.
I think that would be cool, but I'm never gonna mention that to either of them because I will only get myself in trouble.
Don't worry, I don't know either of them, so I won't tell either of them. No, I won't tell Zabricus. Don't worry.
I mean, if she finds out, it's like whatever, it's no big deal. I'm sure she would think it was cute, so it's fine. But
it's possible. That's possible. Yeah, I miss seeing Smee on stream though too.
Smee. I'm subscribed to her fan house, so I see Smee all the time. It's great.
Oh, he's such a chonker.
Subscribe to her fan house.
I should.
It's $5. It's the price of a coffee.
$5 dues. I know. I don't even buy coffee.
Oh well, that was a bad analogy.
The worst analogy.
Yeah.
Wait. So what's your opinion on streamers dating or hooking up with viewers?
I don't care. I don't give a fuck. It's none of my business. That falls in the none of my fucking business category.
I agree.
I do whatever you want.
As long as you set a boundary.
Consenting adults and I mean sometimes viewers can be like really creepy and come on to streamers when it's not wanted and misinterpret the relationship. That's not okay. But if like a streamer wants to hook up with a viewer and they both agreed that like this is cool and that's what they want to do, like yeah, get it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I feel like you still have to establish boundaries. So there could still be that.
You need to
dynamic.
Maybe talk about like what's acceptable to present to the public, if it's something that you want to talk about to your audience, if it's something that you don't want to share.
Stop leaking dick pics. Nobody wants to see that. They're all the same.
They're not all the same, but dick pics come in varying quality. I get so many of them. I should know this by now.
Oh, that's fair.
No, I think if everyone's on the same page, it's cool.
Yeah. Cool. All right, I think we can end on that note of dick pics.
Dick pics.
Don't send dick
Actually,
pics
it's
to
really
random
a
people.
Down. It's like a thumbs down.
No,
I
no
don't
unsolicited. Yeah, nobody
No.
should. Dick pics are lame.
Yeah. I've never sent a vagina pic ever. So why would I want... Girls aren't out here like sending vagina pics to people. I mean, I'm sure guys would like that. Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know.
but
It needs more than just a vagina.
It
It really does.
I really can't imagine ever thinking like my first line of contact would be like, here's a picture of my pussy and do you like that? And then the guy being like, I don't even know what the rest of you looks like. Like,
It's
what's
it's
happening?
the same with a it's the same with a dick pic though. If it's just a dick, it's
I don't want
boring.
that. Like
Like
I
you
don't-
have to have something else in there.
Yeah. I would
Not in the
actually-
dick.
I would rather see a picture of like a hot guy with his shirt off. Even he doesn't even have to be that hot. Like a guy, like I don't know, making a nice pose with his shirt off would be way more attractive than a dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would like that.
And it's even like even if the guy is naked, could cover
Yeah.
the dick, and that
That'd
would
be
actually
sexy.
be hotter than a guy
Yeah.
that's just sending a dick pic.
There's like a little mystery and it's like
Yeah.
respectful in a way about like
Yeah,
maybe you
it
don't really
obviously
wanna see
still
all this.
Don't send
Still-
unsolicited
Please no unsolicited
dick
naked
or-
pics.
or deck pics. No unsolicited deck pics
I
either.
charge money for deck pics now. It's like if you want me to rate your Magic deck, you have to pay me money. I'm not doing it for free. I should do that for dick pics too, but I don't.
You
want
should.
this. I really don't even want that for money. I don't think you could pay me to look at pictures of dicks.
I give this on a 10 thumbs down.
I hate it. Pay me $50.
That'd be such a good.
Do I even
All
have
right.
to look at them? If I like objectively don't have to look at them, then that's fine. Can I pay someone else to look at them and then I get
Yes.
most of the money? Like sublet out the looking at the digs for money. Okay, we gotta end this now. This is getting weird.
Commission it out to some gay guy.
Yes. This is the market.
That's a bet. And they'll just sex the guy.
It's brilliant. Brilliant.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, this is too much. It's too much. Okay. It's too much. Okay. Yes. Thank you everyone for watching and listening. Again, this is the Sodium City Town Hall. I am here with Emma. Why don't you let everyone know how to find you?
I'm Emmaskyeward on everything. Everything.
There you go. All the
Except
links
OnlyFans.
if you're
I don't have one, so don't
Yeah.
don't bother. Everything else, I have it.
everything else. Yeah, the links will be
Probably.
in the description below, whether it's YouTube or podcast. We're on all major podcast platforms as well. And yeah, thanks for coming on. It was fun.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching to the very end. I do appreciate it. It helps the channel grow, especially since it's a new one. So please share it with anybody who you think might be interested. Hit that subscribe button, bell notification, and leave a comment.